Right. All right, this is a Bloodwars of Sanguera, Season 4, Episode 20. I'll take the center hex. Question of the week. What advice would your character give to a younger version of themselves? And I believe Loston was first.
I am Christopher. I play Loston, a Tabaxi rogue fighter bard. Whoa, almost forgot there. Loston would really tell his younger self just to get off his ass and start making his moves. Fortune and glory await. He just has to get moving. Simple and
right.
Short and sweet.
Rando.
I'm Sean, and I play Some Rando, the Dwarven fighter. If given a chance to go back in time, Some Rando would probably advise himself not to thwart his own kidnapping by the hands of traveling minstrel thieves when he was 8. On that day, Some was told to stay in the house when a misfit band came through the village on what they said was an epic adventure and performed music and plays while others of their company robbed people and houses. Some had hidden in the back of the wagon to covertly watch the show when it was quietly hitched to to a horse and slowly trotted down the path. Before the wagon disappeared from sight, Some reached down and pulled the toe pin. The wagon went sideways off the path and smashed into a rock, throwing him head over heels into a bush. The racket startled the crowd of onlookers and revealed the scheme. The minstrels grabbed what they could and fled in separate directions, none caught and never seen again. Some was found out cold in the bush, and after he came to, was scolded for leaving the house.
Very specific.
I
Sombra.
could have gone on saying that could have happened to him if had he been kidnapped. He might have gotten a better life.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably so. Well, so this is Sombra, a 18th level wizard, high elf. Is he 18? Maybe he's even 19 by now. Anyways,
I'm 19.
When given time to think and reflect, Sombra wishes he could tell his younger self not to be so damn set in his worldviews. Thinking that individuals aren't worthy because they are, quote, half-breeds and other racist thoughts were a mainstay of his home life, and it took him a long time to get over these issues and understand that the world needs all types to make things work.
Sombra has definitely come a long way.
Yeah.
And Ark.
Hey, so this is Will, and I am playing Ark, the half-elf wild magic sorcerer, level 19. And for Ark would love to talk to his younger self and tell him some real life advice he's learned in the last year that he's been with the party. Firstly, that friends are family too. With the rift that surfaced between him and his parents, he only had his brother until meeting everyone else close by. And now he would not trade any of them for the world. Secondly, follow his heart. Don't let tradition or expectation dictate who he should be close to. He's barely been able to reconnect with Amelia Starseed from his childhood, and he knows it was probably his biggest regret letting it get this bad.
What does that last line mean? Letting what get
What
that
do you mean?
bad?
Like their past relationship, like being childhood friends, and then being basically rivals, and it just getting worse and worse over time due to their families being basically rivals in I forgot what exactly it was. It was basically like the adventuring trade.
All right. Cool.
Needs one of those email forgiveness days. Like, I should have emailed this person like 5 years ago. I just never got around to it. Now I feel too weird to send something.
Send it
Right?
anyway.
Send it.
All right. So, when we last left our party, we were exploring the last hex.
Yeah.
And there was a keep here with a very tall spire in it that was a church. The church was dedicated to the Watcher. Let's see here.
Definitely not he who
Yeah.
remains.
And for those at home, we have no idea who this Watcher is. Like, this is a mystery to us. And I think like we rolled like a 25 or plus in history, and none of us knew.
Yeah, let's see here. Relda the Watcher. And Sage Stronda is the leader. Who you are standing in her audience chamber, which was lit very well with candles. Her armor behind her, she was doing some sort of paperwork. And you were, I think you were just asking about the Watcher.
Yeah.
She
And we
kinda
are not
mentioned-
turned to stone. Because like I remember last session we thought she was a Gorgon for a moment and we made a few jokes about that.
Indeed, she is not a Gorgon.
Yay. We're not rolling initiative. Good.
All right, so she says, so what is it you desire from our humble keep?
So
We're out, not necessarily looking for friends or partners, but just to secure the area to make sure that there are no ne'er-do-wells and such. The elves who once lived here or near here are planning their return, and we wish to help them.
Something about bones, right?
What was that?
Bones were stored around here. That's what the guard told us, I think, or the butler.
Yes, they talked about returning to their queen.
Yeah, that was.
They mentioned something like that.
Yeah, she. Her tomb is buried in the ruins in the center hex, and that is where the relic that they want is stored. And they'd kind of like to get back to their place of origin.
So, we were wondering how you felt about this. How the Watcher would feel about this.
It would give the Watcher more things to watch.
That'd be very true.
The
Entire culture.
She says, I do not see there being a problem with this.
They'll be able to trade with you.
More trade is
And,
always
they-
welcome up here.
They may even provide, and don't quote me on this, maybe even provide some modicum of protection out here as well.
Our walls protect us pretty good. There is the most fearful things out here for us is the
Wild hunt.
environment. Wild hunt? No. Those are just stories.
Is a wild
you
hunt
say?
actually a thing here?
And
Those are
what do you
just
mean by
stories.
stories? Would you tell about
Fables.
these stories? Tall tales.
Yes.
Well, we were
We almost lost
Definitely
our
attacked
heads.
by something.
Someone almost took his tail. I gestured to Lawson.
Don't joke about that. That's not jokeable. Don't joke about that. I have
Interesting.
nightmares about that.
Oh no!
So what are the local fables about these that you can tell us?
Oh, just what we're told as children. Be good or the wild hunt will be called on you. It's usually just a way to keep children in line, I thought. I mean, of course, it's from it's supposedly from the land of the Fae, so I mean, shit gets weird there.
That is not an understatement. But with every tall tale, there is still a bit of truth. And I believe that truth tried to kill us.
Ah. Well, that is unfortunate. It is not something that I've ever seen. I find it... I guess I don't find it too hard to believe.
A
There
lot
have
stranger
been,
things
stranger
exist
things
in
have
this world.
happened. Correct, yes.
Wait, like as in like recently strange things have happened here?
No. Well, I mean,
Oh, okay.
aside from the
You meant in general.
environment not being changeable. But that seems to have gone away.
You're welcome.
That was widespread.
That was something... You had something to do with that?
Oh yes, wish is a magical thing.
Oh. Oh my.
I gestured to our wizard behind me. This
Young man was able to wait, young? Old? How old are you actually? I've never asked.
Wow.
Old enough to know better, young enough to do it again.
But of course, wish does come with those consequences that we do not really wish ourselves to, do on the regular.
What consequences are those?
Never being able to do it again.
Oh, but surely you can perform feats of magic with Wish.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But there's also the fact that wish is a very, very fickle business.
Your volume is going up and down, Will. I can barely hear you.
Okay, how about? Well, I unplugged it for the second, so it could give you vastly different. What is the word? What's the word? Results that might not actually be what you wish for. That's just the caveat that comes with a mortal trying to mess with the universe and such.
Which you seem to have experience with.
Sadly.
The messing part, yeah.
It's a power I would not wish on most everyone.
No pun intended.
Every
But a
pun
bump.
intended.
Okay. There may be something that I could use your help with then.
Uh-oh.
Well, if it means
Grinding.
making friends, we're at least open to listen to.
We are on a peace mission after all.
There is some measure of magic causing strange dreams to happen to the people in this fort.
Oh.
What kind of dreams?
Dreams of odd weather, whispers of evil.
Ah,
Odd
Not-
weather, whispers
not-
of evil.
not collective nocturnal emissions.
Oh God, please don't. No, what? No. Anyways, so
No,
First
I don't
thing
know
that-
about nocturnal emissions.
please don't. Okay, like. Anyways, so at a game, when he started talking about dreams, the first thing that popped into mind was the dream spell. Maybe that might be able to help.
Is there a dream spell?
There is a dream spell that lets you go inside of people's dreams and basically mess with the dream itself, and sometimes and maybe even make it a nightmare. But other times you could just like go into it. That's it. It's like and just like kind of like talk to the person inside the dream.
Okay.
So
And again, it's also the realm of fairies and crap, and
oh yeah, most definitely.
the wild hunt
Oh gosh.
is fairy related, so maybe
True.
it's them softening them up.
Yep.
Has anyone died lately because of dream-related incidents?
No, it's just a problem with sleep and anxiety. They kind of go hand in hand, you know. The less sleep
The
you
mass,
get, the more
mass
anxious you
distress of
get.
the populace.
Yes, and things are harder to do, and more mistakes happen.
Fair enough.
Do you know if there's anyone in particular like that is someone important that might be getting these dreams more regularly than others, or is it pretty much random?
No, we all get them.
Everyone.
Yes.
Oh.
And they are not completely the same, but they are very similar. Sometimes if there's a loved one in there, it will be different for each person. You know, a friend or an enemy, or maybe a monster would be different for everybody. But the circumstances are usually the same. Strange weather. Whispering of evil.
And this weather and evil that is spoken of, is there specifics to it, like a specific type of, oh, there's going to be a curse put on everyone, or the weather is going to turn fouler and fouler and fouler until nothing is left kind of deal?
Well, no, the whispering is unintelligible. It's whispering.
Okay, vague. Got it.
And the strange weather is generally like a cyclone or excessive heat, something that doesn't happen here ever.
Is this
I'm
like
just
a legend lore thing I could maybe throw out there to kind of think about this?
Well, the thing is, though, I think you need a name for it, or at least idea of a name.
Maybe I could roll like a
Try
Arcana.
Narnalak the Pitiful. Or pitiful. Pitiless.
Like a creature or an entity that is dream related. Wait, there is, but like, oh wait, no, there isn't. No, I'm getting my lores mixed up.
I mean, what do you think? Is it something I could put Arcana check on, or?
Yeah, maybe.
Or religion?
Arcana.
Arcana, okay. Let me turn on my stuff. There we go. Arcana. Let's see if this translates over. Okay. 23.
Right, so it's not like it definitely seems like there's something magical going on. It is not like a dream spell, more like a mass dream spell. She does mention that it's affecting elves too, the few that are in this area. So that you immediately rule that out as not a dream spell because elves can't be affected by the dream spell. But it's some sort of mass effect that is coming from somewhere in this area.
Could it be like
Is it-
some kind of artifact or something? Like emanating from the ground?
It definitely could, yeah. Yeah, it could be like an artifact or a person
Some
doing this.
Evil thing.
Aberration,
What I
maybe.
really want to, like, something I really want to do to get more information is to, like, use the dream spell on someone when they're sleeping and try and see if we can, like, see something that a dreaming person might not be able to perceive. If that makes sense.
Kind of, yeah.
Is there any place in town, like perhaps in your temple, that seems to be safe from the dreams?
It hasn't really been experimented with. But travelers who have come through here have had the dreams. It's not
Okay, so if we slept, we would most likely be able to see them ourselves.
If a dream came tonight, you would be able to see them, yes.
Gotcha.
But I think you're right. Well, if you cast the dream spell, you would be a little more lucid than if you were dreaming yourself.
Cool.
Well, I guess we stay. Would you mind us? Well, no, we can stay. The train.
We can stay in the train.
Probably shouldn't have a problem. Yeah,
Is it going to affect us in the train?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
I would just, as long as the train's close enough to the town, I'm guessing.
Within sight easily. I mean,
yeah.
Parked it there, not that far.
She says, all I can tell you is the range seems to be our town. But it's not like people sleep in the snow outside of our town ever. It could be, miles, because we are probably at least 4 or 5 miles from any other clutch of civilization.
All right. Well, let's spend the night in the train and see if it happens. If not, would you mind us staying in your village one night?
Oh no, it would be fine. Whatever you prefer.
All right.
Okay. So I want to bring up who wants me to cast Dream on them.
I'll take it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Can you do more than one?
Sombra, do you have the wish spell itself, or or would you just be using wish?
What was that?
Would you be using? Do you have the dream spell memorized or in your spell book, or would you need to use wish?
I guess I would have to use wish. I didn't even know dream was a spell I could.
Oh yeah, it's not a very it's not a spell that's used a lot. It's mainly at a game. It's usually an NPC spell or something to just mess with people, oftentimes.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I think I've heard of it before. Oh yeah, I'd have to use wish. I don't have that spell at all.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me double check the level of that spell, just as well as the description of it.
By the way, I think
you
he's
go.
saying that he's going to enter your dream.
Yes.
Who would like them have their dreams entered? not who would like to enter somebody's dream.
Okay.
So
Because I think Sam was thinking he was going to get to go
no, I'm not.
dreamscaping.
No. Okay. So this spell shapes a creature's dreams. Choose a creature known to you as the target of the spell. The target must be on the same plane of existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by this spell. So what Rich said, like, elves can't be affected by it. So this is not the dream spell that these guys are being affected by. You are a willing creature you touch, enter a trance state, acting as a messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings, but can't take actions or move. The target is asleep. The messenger appears in the target's dream and can converse with the target as long as it remains asleep through the duration of the spell. The messenger can also shape the environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, and other images. The messenger can emerge from the trance at any time, ending the effect of the spell early. The target recalls the dream perfectly upon waking. If the target is awake when you cast the spell, the messenger knows it and can either end the trance, end the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep, at which point the messenger appears in the target's dream.
That's a nice little side effect that Sam will be able to remember it perfectly.
Okay. And the last part is mainly about the spell save and if you want to make it a nightmare or not.
So we want to cast this?
That's what I want to do. And should we both enter the same person's dream or spread out?
I think it should be 2 different people's dreams, yeah. Because then we have the chance of getting more information.
Oh yeah, because she said that everyone's dreams are different. And
right. We
in
could
some
also,
aspect or another.
yeah, just compare and contrast. Contrast? I don't know.
No, you gotta.
Word didn't sound right in my mouth.
Also,
I hate blowing a wish spell on something like this, but that's fine.
Oh, like
I guess worse things.
I love the wish spell for this because like it's a really good spell for sorcerers because they don't have a lot of spells compared to a few other classes, especially the wizard. And Dream is a 5th level illusion spell. Cast time 1 minute. Duration 8 hours.
That's fair.
All right. So where are you guys gonna sleep?
On the train.
Moving the train or leaving it there?
Leave it there. Actually, no. Let's get a better chance and move it closer to town. Just in case proximity is an issue.
All right, and Rando is having you are having your dream entered, and Austin, is your dream being entered as well?
I think I'm the only other person, so yeah. Just to warn you guys, I'm a cat. There's going to be a lot of me in my dream.
Maybe many
A lot
knees.
of me. Wow, I mean, it's me all the time.
Maybe even a mini me.
I'll cast my wish spell then.
Okay. We both cast our wish spells, targeting our party member, and we delve right in.
All right, give me a second here. I'm trying to find something. All right, so all right, Loston,
Mm-hmm.
your dream. So you are basking in the sun.
Mm.
The sand is warm on your back, and the sun is bright in the sky. You rise up, and you realize that you are outside the this keep's gate. There's sand all around you instead of snow. You walk inside the gates, and you notice there are little spots of farmland are just like crispy. There's like black vines just sprouting up out of the ground where their crops were growing. It looks like they've been burned. And the sun seems to be getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Whoa. Level 1.
I don't remember how to do this. I have to put it on the board. Probably have to put it on the board. All right, and then you see
that a
this thing.
Tongue?
Yes, that is a tongue. You
Okie dokie.
see that thing.
Ugh.
And it's
Get the,
it's wake up time?
so you see this thing kind of roaming around, like looking through the houses, and kind of like picking people up and setting them down, and picking people up and setting them down. And then it stops and it starts digging in the ground, like in the center of town, and digs a hole, a huge hole. Like this thing is a large creature, so but the hole it digs is even bigger. It's like 40 or 50 feet across, and it just keeps digging down and down and down and down, until it comes across these little gray creatures. They've got long pointy ears, kind of like a goblin, and clawed hands and clawed feet. They do have thumbs though, so he picks them up, and he nods, and he starts like sticking them under his arms, and he's got like a bunch of them, and then he comes back up to the surface, and then you start awake.
All right. I am now going to scream and cuddle back up with Toes. He is my little safety blanket. And
Sombra would
try
have seen
to
that,
and
right?
yeah. And
Sombra sitting at the foot of your bed smoking a cigarette.
I don't see anything.
Or is it Will
no,
that
you
goes
witnessed the
into-
whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you go into
Oh,
his
well, what?
dream?
Oh, that's true. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Do I have
I'm
to
still
roll
trying
for
to.
like?
I'm still trying to contemplate the nodding without a head.
It's more of a
It's
shoulder
dream,
nod.
so it works.
Right.
It's a dream, so it completely works.
All right.
Yeah.
Rando. It's a dark night. Lightning strikes. And you can see just the huge raindrops pouring around you. Off in the distance, there's a forest, and behind you stands the keep. The ground is thick with mud, and it's hard to walk. You walk into the town, and it's flooded and muddy. Their crops are mudded over and ruined, basically. And off in the distance, you hear hooves.
Ooh. Familiar sounding hooves.
Yes. You turn
Got the coconuts.
behind you, and standing at the gates is Narlak, helm in hand, riding the black horse. And the black horse is like this far off the ground, so the mud doesn't impede it. And he puts his helmet on and charges you. You try to run, but the mud is just like sucking you down. And at the moment he gets to you, lightning strikes again and he's gone. And then you see that thing looking around, picking up people. And then it digs this big hole in the mud in the center of town, pulls up these little gray creatures, nods, starts sticking them under his arms. And it wake up.
Wow. And Ark would have seen that.
Correct, yes.
Well, that was interesting. So,
That was terrifying.
yeah. Good thing I was the one that was charging it. I am very squishy.
So I guess we compare and contrast and feed our stories to each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice dream you have on this nice sunny beach.
Hey, kids.
By being in the mud and the rain and getting your head knocked off.
Hey, it's not my fault you're a sadist.
What did I just walk into?
Suppose it's not.
Dream sequence.
Great. A shared dream sequence?
No,
Kind of.
Will watched Som dream, and Sombra watched me dream. Because this place is having weird dreams.
What is this place?
It's the place
We left
arrived at
last time.
Where
With
we were
the
talking to
fire.
the head church.
Oh, right.
They told us about everyone having weird dreams. We decided to, like, hey, let's cast dream on our friends to see what these guys dream about. And it was freaky.
Well, it turned freaky. Mine was fine.
Very, very crazy and creepy.
Here's just a little hot under the collar.
And just like imagining everyone in the town having these dreams nightly.
My.
It's not nightly.
Yeah.
It is quite scary. Spooky. Okay. So is my character asleep right now? Watch or
Yeah, exactly. How long does dream last and all that? Because
8 hours.
8 hours.
do they still need to go to sleep after that? Because they haven't gotten a long rest yet.
Correct. Yeah. The dream though was probably 3 hours into your sleep, so it doesn't extend it too much.
Okay, so they can go to sleep. They can still get.
Right.
They don't have to sleep in very late.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, cool.
It does say that in the spell that the creature that casts or is being targeted by the spell are in a trance, like the messenger or the person itself that casts the spell. I don't know if that counts as sleep though.
It does not.
Okay.
you?
Well,
But we can sleep now.
sort of means that you didn't waste a wish spell. I mean, effectively, you cast it from yesterday.
Yeah,
But you have to go to
it's not a
sleep now.
wish spell. It's not a waste of a spell if you go to sleep.
Exactly. Doesn't matter that much.
Good stuff.
So did me or Sombra, were we able to grasp anything like more than Loston or Som? Because we were the ones that cast the spell and were more lucid, you said?
Yes, but nothing more than I described. The dreams are
Got
a
it,
little more
okay.
hazy to them.
Gotcha.
And you were probably privy to like a little more I don't know, backstage, like off screen kind of. You're not having the dream through their eyes, you're kind of off to the side watching the dream, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So like when Narlac
I like
appeared,
that. I
you would
like
have
the
seen
idea of you saying
Narlac
it's like
appear.
backstage.
What was that?
I like how you said that, like we're basically peering backstage, and that
Yeah, so like when Narlac appeared, you would have seen him appear first before Rando
Right.
turned around and saw him.
So creepy.
That's creepy.
Well, we finished out our night's sleep. Do we have more weird dreams?
So, does that mean we have to dig down in the center of town and find like gray goblins? Is that
Well,
what
looks
it's
like
saying?
somebody wants to, not necessarily us.
Well, we should also
What we're dreaming of?
describe the.
Yeah, we should describe
The-
that for Kristen, by the way.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
So
show
both of
them the
us had
picture.
our normal dreams until this critter popped up. Four-armed buff dude with his neck exposed, no head.
Back,
Okay, there we go.
can you see it? Can you see it?
I don't think
No,
he is,
I'm liking right now.
It's on
Or you're not
Foundry.
in?
All right, I'll look at it later, I guess. So a four-armed gray goblin.
No, it's a four-armed muscular dude where his neck is a hole instead of a head with a tongue coming out of it.
Yeah.
Oh God,
And he
And
went,
he
that
dug
sounds like
down.
a. Huh. That sounds like a Zorn.
Really like a
almost.
Zorn.
I mean,
No, 'cause
kind
it's-
of, yeah.
It's
He's
more
fleshy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very fleshy.
He's in Discord
He
now.
was like a buff dude.
I'll look at it next stoplight.
And he dug down into the ground and pulled out these gray
Goblinoid
goblin-esque
creatures. Yeah.
with pointy ears and claws,
Claws,
and
yeah.
tucked them up under his arms and ran off with them.
Did the goblins look distressed by this?
The goblins were even real.
I mean, how would a
Didn't look
creature
like
like
they were
that react to
distressed.
being earth-napped?
Oh,
Dirt-napped?
The dirt.
we didn't
nap.
catch that detail, but probably not. Seems like they were playing
Uh,
around with them like with dolls.
Interesting.
So weird.
And taxonomically, the wizard or no one else like who's proficient in Arcana or religion to know what kind of being this is.
I think
Well-
me and
Well, we're
Me
proficient,
and Tom
definitely.
me and Som are proficient. So if you need help to kind of like decipher what that thing is, I could assist.
I mean,
Plus, we
Part
have
in
a,
the video game where like the
a
action
library.
stops and the book flies on the screen, flips open to the page the monster is.
well, that's the worst part. Is both
Uh,
is we have the library, so both of you could go use the library to use.
I was
Arcana
thinking
with-
of that.
With
I was thinking of that.
advantage.
Nice.
So in the dream, the hole that the thing dug, is that inside the walls of the keep?
It is, yeah. And like in the center of the town. More like
So,
it was like when you go in town and walk around, it's not the center of town, but it's like the measured center of town is what it
Gotcha.
felt like in your dream, but you can it looks different in real life.
There's buildings and shit on there, probably.
Maybe not buildings, but yeah, closer to buildings. Probably not going to be able to dig a 50-foot hole without destroying a lot.
Yeah. So I guess we should go talk
in the
to
dream?
the.
Do we remember the spire anywhere, or was it just the little huts?
The spire was there.
Okay.
We should go talk to the leader again and compare green features.
Yeah. Ask them if they've ever seen a creature that looks like one of the two. And possibly if there's mine shafts below us. Or at least tunnels.
Maybe a secret door from the inside of the tower.
Secret door.
Although,
Will might be able to tell us.
we'll be like, oh, you meant that one? I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about that one. It really wasn't necessary at the time.
Okay, are we awake again enough to pursue this line of logic?
Yes, yeah, it's morning.
Hell yeah.
Let's
I
go.
slept great.
Well, let's go setting, Sombra.
Hey,
Religion checks.
Oh, religion. Oh crap. I am not proficient in that, so I cannot give advantage in that one.
Yeah, that's what the library's for.
Yeah.
Roger walks in with breakfast. You boys hungry? My little study buddies worked up an appetite. I've got some carrot sticks, and you can dip them in peanut butter.
so we
and some apple
go
slices.
back to the library. And we're like drawing these like figures out that we saw in these dreams, and we're looking them up in all these ancient texts.
Yep.
And then I'm just like kind of chime in, like, wait, don't you usually celery sticks with peanut butter? Is that
And I kind of give you this like look, like, what are you doing?
celery sticks?
You haven't eaten breakfast yet. This is perfectly logical course of action. Enjoy your one temporary hit point.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, you need to stop doing that.
God, Will.
Sorry.
Got it.
Sorry. Like, I'm choking on a potato chip.
All right.
Still stop doing it. No more choking.
Don't need you to pass out where we're not at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I've done that.
All right, so
Probably not washed out.
so Sombra, you know this thing, or you find this thing as a Hundun.
Undone.
It is a celestial.
Ooh. The one without the head with the tongue sticking out?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a celestial? That's fucked up.
It's they are very childish in their actions. They don't seem to act out with conscious thought, but the things they do are usually wise and benevolent. They only communicate in nonsense words. They have a their heart is an artifact that can give birth to new concepts, powers, or even worlds.
Whoa.
The blood
damn.
of a Hundun is a powerful catalyst. Their spittle is a potent drug.
Shit.
They bring
Things like a fucking dealer's dream.
they
It's like the freaking unicorn from Harry Potter.
So
they delight in creation. They bring change to stagnant and
So
inspire
why would
moments
this
of great
creature?
creation.
Why would this creature be haunting these people's dreams?
Well,
Is really the
maybe
question,
it's,
right?
And what it's doing.
maybe it's different. Like in my dream, it seemed to be like two different like scenes. One where I was being hunted by Narlac, and then he disappeared as soon as this Hunden showed up. So maybe it's a savior of some sort.
Because it
There's
sounds
another
like
force at work that it's warring against.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because so
Looks like it maybe.
the other thing that was similar in our dreams was that the crops were dying or killed or something. So maybe he's trying to tell us that there's something infecting the place, and it might be these critters.
Maybe. Yeah, let's see if we can get any more info out of the leader. Maybe there is some.
yeah. See
Old
if
mining
she knows
shafts.
anything about the
Jesus. Looks like one of them
Grey
fucking
Goblin creatures.
Bayonetta Celestials.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we go-
What about the weird gray goblins? Can we like look up their taxonomy?
What was that?
What
Yeah,
about
the
the,
gray
goblins.
the goblins he was picking up.
Oh,
Can we look them up?
I would take I don't know. Is there a third religion, arcana, something else?
History?
Nature?
History.
It sounds more
there
like
you
a
go.
history or nature.
Yes, history.
Nature.
Yeah, history or nature. Take.
Do you have proficiency in that? I don't.
I don't have either.
I have a +6.
You can still get advantage from the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. Well, I might need it.
Yeah,
Well,
the
18.
library. Yeah, the library is supposed to give you.
I am going to bend luck that
What do I add to that?
if it's possible.
And what do I add to that? I mean, you tell me, Rich.
I think it's a D4.
That's right.
Well, that was a 1. Oh, it was a 4. Sorry. So 4 plus 18 is 22.
All right. So they are Morlocks. They're kind of a degenerated humanoid race.
Morlocks. That's an interesting name. Morlocks. Where'd you get that from?
Not like if that's is there any history about them?
Yes, the time machine.
Is that history or the future?
Aha. 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 So he's trying to bring people into the light. People who were underground, but metaphorically speaking, people whose heads were buried in the sand for many, many years, he's trying to bring to the light. Maybe that's the symbolism there. Maybe these people need to be brought into the light. Maybe need to get beyond their small existence. Maybe need to realize there's a bigger world out there.
Maybe it could be metaphorical, which is kind of a nebulous philosophical solution to the problem, not one we can really apply swords and axes to. Or
What's
take
the
it
problem?
literally.
Yeah, I doubt
what
it
do
could
we-
be taken literally.
What do we do? So if it's literal, these guys are pretty safe and secure in their walled compound. Nothing can really assault them unless it
It
comes from
up
underneath.
from below.
Yeah.
It comes from below.
So if this Bayonetta monster, if it's benevolent, it's trying to help, trying to warn people, then I think your guess is on the money, Mark. There's monsters underneath the town. They're going to try to attack from below.
Or maybe they're just like existing, and because they exist where they do, they're polluting the soil.
Either way.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Somebody cast a gate and get him up here.
let's talk to the
Sadly,
leader
we
real
don't
quick,
have the
though.
gate person today.
Let's head over to the tower and talk to the lady.
That
Yeah.
it'd have to be at a different plane.
So, who's going?
I'm going.
Let's go to the plane of fire and cast a gate to name every Morlock ever.
Every more.
And then just dump a Googleplex of Morlocks into the lava. Like villages in Minecraft.
So, what does she say when we come?
So she is outside helping in the fields.
Oh. Very proactive.
And the fields look good today, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like a Minecraft village.
Right.
So we go and relay all what we found.
She says, yes, I had a similar dream, though the creatures were not in it. It was more the famine of our land. She says, I have spoken to other people, and their dreams are similar to mine.
Gotta duck out, getting the call.
I think you may have too much invested in this wild hunt, has taken hold of your dreams.
I guess. So,
With the magics that
maybe
we were able to.
somebody could sketch out the creature that we saw.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I guess we can bring the
red-
book and show the book.
Sombro said that he sketched the creature, and so we could show that.
She
Does it
says,
look familiar to
fascinating.
you?
I have never seen one before, no.
Well, this is in everyone's dreams, apparently.
No, it's in no one's dreams.
Nobody but us.
Nobody but us.
The what I'm guessing though is that he exists in everyone's dreams, but because there's a haze and the fog of sorts, no one's able to see past and backstage like that we were.
Mm.
I mean,
That's a guess at least.
you can theorize that, yes. But like Lawson and Rando do remember the creature, like before you described it to them. So it was not as clear to them, maybe, that it had 4 arms, not 6 or 8. And that it was it had no neck. It wasn't that clear. It might have been, a tongue coming out of a neck in their mind. But you're able to make that very precise. But again, there were no creatures in anybody's dreams. Nor a hole being dug. Just the ruining of crops.
Okay.
Well, I do have a
Well,
question.
I'm going to ask her, do you know if there's any sort of catacombs or caverns underneath the city?
Not to my knowledge. I know there's a rune not too far away. A ruin, not a rune, sorry.
A ruin. It's when you say not too far away, how far?
Mile, 2 miles.
About a half a mile that direction.
Mile.
If you stand up in the wall, you can see it.
So we should go investigate.
Should go check that out.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Dreams are a weird source of thing, and they misplace this and that. Maybe
It could angle a half a mile to underneath the city too. Know what I mean?
All right. So, heading to this outpost. How do you get there?
Foot or flying.
Half mile to a mile, they said?
It's only half a mile, you said, so.
You could walk there in like 10 minutes, I think.
More than that because of the snow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so 20 minutes.
30 minutes.
Well, let's drive the train then. Fuck it. Back up there. Quick
You're
escape.
a bunch of lazy bastards.
It's very cold again today.
Just like every
there
day.
is a light snow happening.
I just realized that my descriptive for today is fluffy. That's very funny.
All right. So you guys train it on over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this looks similar to the one you found in Hex 6, I think it was, near Whirl.
That was the one with the lizard folk, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, they were living underneath it.
Yeah.
So it's these huge marble structures. This one looks less worn but more destroyed. It looks like something came through here and broke this place. It looks like it was at one time larger than the Worrell ruin, but it is smaller now because of the destruction that something had. But being as it was a larger settlement, we'll call it, at one time, it had more buildings with several stories in it. And some of these buildings are more well preserved than the ones at Whirl were. So you can see things in here, like carvings on the wall. Again, it's got this smooth marble, but there are faint carvings in it that you can't really feel them when you run your hands across them. But you can see them when you like shine a light on them. And they are like pictures of construction of the city. There are like pictures of what looks like somebody putting together mountains. Somebody pouring seas. There is
sort of like a world creation myth.
Yeah, mixed in with like a city building. Like somebody is building this city and somebody is building this world. Kind of is what it goes back and forth between. And then it kind of goes into upkeep, like people harvesting crops and seeds being sown across the world. There's like a picture of a large man throwing seeds out across like what looks like a map.
Does he have no head and a big tongue?
He is.
So
he's humanoid looking. He is bigger, but not like fat bigger, but muscular bigger, or broad.
So my first and second guess are either a titan or a giant.
Oh my. Lunch is served. What did I miss?
Great artifacts of ancient past and such.
No artifacts.
Is it?
Well, like, okay, you mean scriptures
carving.
or pictures. You know what I meant. I say words.
Anything could be an artifact if you consider it in a certain context. Anyway, you can dip these beef dripping sandwiches into the au jus here. Got extra gravy boats here. Bacon sandwich here. And some kettle chips here.
Oh God, I love kettle chips.
So yeah, you guys are investigating a ruin that is similar to the ruin that you originally found the lizardmen in. Like I was saying though, this one is more preserved because it was larger, so more bottom floors kind of were protected. but it looks like something tore through here and destroyed it. So it is a small ruin, even though it was a once larger settlement.
Tore through here, huh?
And this is still like spacious, more
Yes.
spacious than what a humanoid ruin would be. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, a humanoid, like a humanoid of your size. The steps are like 8 to 10 feet wide, and they're like probably 2 feet tall.
Huh. Didn't we just clear out a ruin for a bunch of storm giants?
Yeah. I mean,
Why
not a
don't we
ruin,
see?
but
Oh yeah, we de-ruined it. Why don't we ask our hosts here if it's okay to bring along one of these storm giants as a kind of an informal archaeologist? Maybe they can lend some personal introspection to the quest we got there.
The rune is definitely not a storm giant rune.
Okay.
That's
So
about
they
half a mile
predate-
from the city.
So they
so-
predate the storm giants that were here for quite a long time.
Correct. Yeah.
Just got off the horn with our storm giant friend. This ruin has nothing to do with them, so that's good.
Just making casual phone calls.
I got this magic horn that only works once a year. Damn it! Only calls them.
Crazy.
How
I was supposed to blow it at like a penultimate battle or something. Damn it!
Horn of blasting, or you can contact a storm giant friend, usable once a year.
Oh God.
Okay. Maybe they were neighbors of the storm giants, frost giants, or something.
Well, let's
know.
see if we can go in further and do a little bit more exploring.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Just like.
And
Just
let's
like
yeah, let's
Notice
stick
any
together this time.
smells?
within 30 to 50 feet.
What was
Right.
that?
Like we never separate further than 50 feet.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of the white dragon fight.
Oh God, that was scary.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really was. I almost died. Like another one or two hits, then I would have fallen to my death.
Wheezy. All right.
So there's no sign of activity?
No, not at all. Not for a long time, you're sure.
Okay.
I investigate for traps or magic or something.
Well, we want
um,
to see if there's underground tunnels around here.
Yeah, you do some looking around,
Even better.
Roger, and you find like a very large secret passage. The lever is kind of hard to get to, so
Bingo.
someone has to float up there
I'll do it.
and throw a hidden lever. But the wall slides open sideways, and you guys head down into. It's still carved here, and again, this is solid marble. There's no seams. It's white. There's very few veins in it, and you walk downstairs. What would be the equivalent of like 3 flights of stairs, if they were your size.
Whoa.
Well, wait, the equivalent of 3 flights of stairs. So you go down probably like 60 or 100 feet, somewhere like that.
My God.
So
And
underground.
remember, boys.
Remember,
Sorry.
yeah.
I understood that. None of y'all understood that.
Remember, boys.
Yeah.
We need to,
Kitty C's
Like,
camp.
whatever's here, we got to make sure we get all the way to the bottom, or we close that door behind us because we don't want to. We've got to finish what we start. If there is something down here, we don't want to let it up out into the town.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We close the door behind us.
Wait. Is there a safe way to do that?
Yeah, there's a lever on this side, a non-hidden lever.
Nice. Oh, good. They put in a lever for people who no clip. That was really nice of him.
So, at the bottom there is, it looks like a ritual chamber of some sort. There is like, a place for, there's like a dais, and there is a large bowl on there. Again, this is all carved out of seemingly one piece of marble.
Oh.
There is, dirt in here. There is like dirt in the bowl. There's probably a good 4 inches of dirt in the bowl. And there is another room that goes down off behind the dais. It looks like there used to be a door there, but it's broken.
Full of dirt.
Okay.
Roger
Dirt
thinks
isn't
back
dust,
to
soil,
like dust or earth.
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 Roger thinks back to a bowl of commanding water elementals he saw once before. And he thinks like, is this a bowl of commanding earth elementals, perhaps?
Sombra,
You don't
Yes.
think so?
do you,
All right.
do you have detect magic though, just in case?
Of course, on my staff at all times.
Awesome.
There's no magic here.
Cool.
Well, that's good.
That's good to know.
I'll check
do-
the traps.
I do want to inspect the dirt though. Well, it's like I want to know if there's something buried inside of it.
No, there's not. It's
Okay.
very, very,
Never
very
know.
loose and very dry.
I wonder what religious purpose it serves.
Like one guess I have is maybe like they toss the dirt into it to put out the fire that's in it.
That makes a lot
There's
of sense.
there's no coals or anything in there.
Oh. Okay, then I have
Um,
no idea.
Oh,
Yeah, it is whatever it is or was put here a long time ago.
can our super genius wizard roll religion on it?
It's
Is it a
just
religion check?
decomposed organics.
Oh, what I'm guessing is it was probably like
Oh.
a potted like plant thingamajigger, and the plant
Yes.
decomposed into nothing.
Wait. We offer you this potted plant.
Thingamajigger.
Hell yeah. Hey, you don't know. Could have been like Demeter or something. Did I
God
just say you don't know to
ferns.
the DM?
Yeah, who's running
I'm
this
gonna
game
make up my own
anyway?
religion with hookers and blackjack.
You know what? Forget religion.
Forget the religion. Okay. No traps here. No magic. Is there a way further in?
Yes, there is a broken door behind the dais.
Yeah, let's head there.
Alright. I check for treasures such as non-magical coins and gems, and then
Right. Oh,
No,
wait,
nothing
we,
like
have,
that.
we just have a person that does that. Remember that with Sam, he has Whelm. Or wait,
Right, yeah.
Oh, right.
I was about to say, well, Whelm will tell me if there's anything out of the ordinary, as far as, well,
See.
he'll tell me go over it at least, ordinary or not.
It's the Whelm.
Nope.
nothing. Okay, cool.
Nada.
Interesting.
Further in we go.
Yeah, so it looks like this door was a secret door, but it was broken down by something. You can see like chunks of it. And it is hanging kind of off kilter in the frame.
Does it look like it was bashed in, or was it like slashed through?
It's a giant piece of marble,
Okay.
but not slashed through.
Okay.
What?
Bash through.
So
Okay.
it's just the chunks that were closest to the hinges that are left, or is it like?
There's
Half
no
of the
obvious
top?
hinge. It
Oh.
it slides into the wall again, like the door
Oh,
that
okay.
you came through to get down here.
Golly. Okay. We continue on.
Was waiting for Jeepers after that.
All right, so this goes down another probably 3 flights. It's a spiral staircase though this time. It ends in kind of like a small-ish room. It's probably like 30 by 30, with a 50-foot tall ceiling. And it's got a couple of benches in it, large benches, on either side of the wall, that go kind of the whole distance. And there is a door in the center of them opposite where you came through from the stairs.
A
doorway.
Office. The waiting room for the principal's office.
Oh, jeez.
Do we look for traps?
There's like broken
maybe.
there's like broken like rulers on the ground and
Oh gosh.
Oh no. Oh god, it's Baldy's classroom.
Oh no.
Run!
Flap.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Flap.
exactly. You see a bunch of chalk dust on the ground.
Oh, God.
Poor students
Yeah.
having to.
Ark was
Days
homeschooled.
of-
He did like this is alien, all alien to him.
You have chalkboards at home?
Uh,
What kind of cretin are you?
Mom was a
Homeschooled.
sorcerer.
I
used-
will
he-
not destroy the house with magic again.
By
I will not destroy the house with.
Come on, girl.
Pretty much, it was just like writing in the air.
All right, so you guys continue through the door. This is a large round room. The ceiling is significantly higher, and it is much larger too. It's probably about 100 feet
come on, girl.
across. Perfectly circular, and domed to the ceiling. As you walk into the room a little farther, you notice that in the center of the room is a large, dark obelisk.
Is it magical?
It is not. It does not detect as magic, but you can, as you get closer to it, you can like feel the thrumming of it. So there is some sort of energy there.
Is
So
it ever
maybe it's
electricity?
alive.
Maybe it's
Or
like those
psionic?
aliens. Remember those aliens that we encountered that one time? They were trapped in that stone.
I don't remember this.
That was
Wow.
that was a different campaign. Different
Yeah.
campaign.
Yes,
Yes, it was.
but is something so. I have this faint
Maybe it's like
knowledge
the
of-
Past
maybe
life.
it's like the Egyptian Ark of the Covenant.
Oh God.
You remember that? Well, fun quick aside. Ancient Egypt, they found this artifact. It's a wooden box with like a copper wire inside of it, and they theorized there was like a liquid solution in there. They found a way to run
Battery.
a current through, like by so like allegedly, legend has it, you would touch this thing and see God, and like they could like convince people like, oh my God, I feel the touch of God. It's like they were just electroshocking people back before anyone knew what that was.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Clever.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick. It's too loud. If anyone needs me to investigate, I can't roll lower than 25.
Well,
I
it's
don't
emanating
get it.
something. Is it emanating evil? Or just emanating power?
You can't tell.
Is there anything else inside this huge dome room?
No.
Like pillars or anything like that?
Nope.
Just this one thing. Okay.
And the
Okay,
obelisk is
hey,
like 20 feet tall.
Oh. Oh, damn, that's pretty tall. At least for someone of us, which is humanoid stature, so
Any carvings
sounds-
or anything on it?
Very creepy.
Not that
I
you
want to
can
know if I
detect
can
now.
mage hand it.
Mage hand, 20 foot tall.
As in, like, I want to touch a mage hand to the obelisk.
Sure.
Does it react to the mage hand?
Nope.
Okay. So, who wants to touch it?
Jesus Christ.
I believe that would be the Arcana people. So that would be not me.
So
Finger
that'd be
nose,
me and Sombra.
finger nose, hand up, whatever the not me symbol is.
I believe that's like
Lost
both
in
of your
yells.
hands
1, 2, 3,
making
not
an
it.
X. God damn it. Okay, fine. I'm doing it.
And then goes to the door, opens it up, and stands in the doorway.
Okay. I want to get at least within 15 feet of it and see if I can decipher anything on it. Maybe there's writing. It's an obelisk. These things often have some sort of ancient writings on them.
You don't see anything.
Okay. I kind of like float around the entirety of it, 160 it. Any noticeable markings on it? Maybe some
160
crumbling to
it?
3, as in like float entirety around it, like from
So 360.
360
59
degrees.
yeah.
There nothing that you can see. You can
Okay.
you can feel the
anyone's
power
gonna touch it-
emanating from it though.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to touch it, have it be the Sombra clone.
I don't
Yeah.
have a somber
yeah.
clone.
Oh crap!
What?
Wait,
I don't have a simulacrum.
I can.
Why?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. We just haven't got around to it.
Because he cast Wish yesterday on Dream instead of
Oh.
Simulacrum.
I don't. I
Wow.
guess you're right. I could have
I
had
mean,
a somber
didn't you
clone.
bring a simulacrum?
I don't remember
Like-
when
We'll
did
see.
the last one die.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I hadn't really thought about it. I haven't really needed it because I wasn't in the big battles.
I killed one, right?
You did a long time ago,
One.
months ago.
And that
You killed
was
several actually.
um
Sure. You know what? I have a simulacrum.
Okay. And just in case, I'm going to cast Wish to make my own Simulacrum right now.
Oh God, no!
We're and you
the
just
arcs
see
go
us
and make
both-
out in the corner.
No, we do our secret handshake.
My own clone.
If that's what you call it.
Now neither of us.
We'll ever be alone.
I get my flask of wine out, and I shoot it specifically at the clone so I can tell which one's which. Staying its close,
Oh God.
just in case I need to stab me an arc at some point.
Oh God, come on.
Well, which one is real? Like, put the gun somehow pointing between them. Oh my
It's
god!
better
I
to
love
stab
one
the
where it's
real
like-
arc because he's got more hit points and won't accidentally die.
That's good.
Yeah, but so like, you guys never did this somber. Why me?
Sombra's quiet and respectful.
But I'm lovable and charismatic.
Definitely charismatic.
Oh, good.
You're an acquired taste. Now let's put it this way: I'm not very hungry.
Well, don't worry. I'm not specifically built for your taste buds.
Oh, no. Oh, that made it worse. Oh. Made me do an almost spit take. Thank you.
Oh God. Anyway, so we have 2 simulacrums, and I think
Simulacrum and a simulac. No.
Go ahead. Touch it.
so my simulacrum is going to go up to it and investigate it physically with see if it reacts to physical touch.
All right. So you approach it.
Simulacrum.
Right. Simulacrum approaches it and kind of gets up close to it. Puts his face up to it and kind of squats down and puts both of his hands on the obelisk. And it blows him backwards across the room.
Oh,
Take
jeez.
let's see here.
Well, I'm glad I didn't.
19 points of damage.
Got it. He takes 19 points. Let's see. And simulacrums have half
And-
the HP, right?
Correct, yeah. And
Got it.
the simulacrum feels this like this rush of knowledge, like
He cracked electricity and says, "I can see God."
What was that
Why
show?
did it
Chuck,
come through?
right? Wasn't it Chuck when he like touched that thing, like all kinds of shit, just like fucking
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
the
burped in
intersect.
front of his face?
See, the worst part is I was thinking Stargate SG-1. But then again, I love Chuck, so.
And you
either way.
have advantage on your next knowledge roll. Intelligence.
Whoa.
That's neat.
Only your simulacrum does though.
Only
Right.
same. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
No, it's not. You have a simulacrum. That's not fine.
All right. He is me, and I am him.
Yeah.
All right.
And the simulacrum kind of felt like a carving on the face of the obelisk.
What kind of damage was it again, by the way?
Hitting the wall damage.
Oh, okay, got it. Falling damage. Sideways.
Yeah. Huh. Well, can he use advantage on that knowledge check to discern what the fuck this thing is?
No.
Incredible.
I mean, he can, but it wasted.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, I don't know. And
So
detect
detect
magic picks up nothing?
Correct.
What is this? So strange.
I'll look at my spells. Maybe I have something.
I'm going
Other,
to search the
routes
area
out of
for
here?
any other, yeah.
Wait. Sombra,
Yes.
do you have detect thoughts?
No.
Dang it. I don't know why, but I had the inkling that this thing was like a living sentient creature, and all we had to do was like try and read its thoughts.
I think it's more psionic.
Well, here's the thing. My magical eyeball says if
Right.
a creature is not telepathic, then I can see its greatest fear. Otherwise, it has to make a save. So I look at this thing, I pull off my eye patch, and I try and discern if it is sentient using this method.
From using that method, no, it is not sentient.
I confirm this with my party, and
That's-
then I start looking for other ways deeper in, or like traps, treasure, etc.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Because I'm looking for another way out of this room.
Anybody else?
Yeah, maybe there's. Yeah, maybe this is one of those like traps that are meant to just distract you.
I grab out charcoal and paper, hand it to an unseen servant, and have him go rub the obelisk.
And did you hard cast that, or did you
Have to hard cast. Oh no, I can ritual, but no, screw it. I'll hard cast.
I'm gonna go actually.
I never.
I'm gonna go touch the statue.
All right. Same thing. Except 10 damage.
Okay.
And again, you felt some sort of engraving on the statue. The rubbing does bring forth a picture. It is a picture of a Hundun that is well, you so you get part of it. Like you get the top quadrant of the Hundun.
Right.
And then what would you like to do?
So
continue
once you've
doing
touched it, if you touch it again, are you zapped again?
No one's touched it twice. What did you say,
Anybody
Lawson?
want to touch it twice?
I'm gonna have to move on to the next section.
Okay. So you continue to rub one out. And you get
Did that on
a
purpose.
picture of
Stop!
your invisible servant is
Have you
doing it.
considered? Stop.
So it's a Hundun with two of its arms up, holding a sun above its head. And that's kind of what's on the whole thing. After you waste not waste, but after you use 16, 20 sheets of paper.
Okay.
Whoa. I would say that's a waste. It
That's,
sounds like a use for 16 sheets of paper.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I changed my mind on that word.
Yeah. Roger wants to kneel down in front of this carving and like prostrate himself, brandishing wave, and just I don't know. He says, "Oh, Zalchi I beseech you, help us make contact with this celestial servant." And he tries to believe really hard in reading this thing somehow in this holy place.
Wave says, just because it's a celestial doesn't mean they know each other.
Don't they go in the same plane or whatever?
Oh gosh. Well, like I've been told this multiple times that like just because they're on the same plane, you know, just like, hey, does every tiefling know each other?
Wave gives you that sigh.
Well, no,
like,
but tieflings
his eye
aren't
roll.
omniscient.
Wave gives you his sigh, meaning his eye roll, and says, all celestials don't come from the same planes. There's many upper planes.
Worth a shot. Whatever. I'll pray here anyway. I want to try and like do like one 1/100th of the ceremony that gives me a bunch of inspiration.
Let's see. I'm like, So we got the rubbings, and he's covered the entirety of it. If we touch it,
Yeah, but this is a link for sure because we saw it in the dream, and now there is clear-cut evidence that it exists.
So, is there any kind of other things I could cast? Perhaps like legend lore? Kind of figure out what this kind of power could be.
Maybe
I was thinking of legend lore earlier. I was thinking legend lore earlier. It might tell us the name of this thing.
Be like a locate creature or
locate object.
Is this thing carrying anything, or has it been?
What?
Has this celestial ever been depicted as carrying anything, or like wearing anything?
I don't. Not that you've seen.
Okay. So,
I mean, you just discovered it, so you don't know much about it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I think legend lore would be a good idea. It might give us this thing's name.
Possibly.
Well, it's up to Rich
look
whether
up,
or not.
maybe we should look up legend lore just in case to make sure that.
I'll pop it in Foundry.
Spell.
Like if you go, I mean, I don't know how many of these things could there be in the Imperial Plane? Like what's the name of the place we're in now? The town?
Oh right, yeah. What are the name of these ruins? Were we able to get any sort of information of what that was from the carvings?
No, not at all.
Dang it.
No signpost.
Name or describe a
welcome
person,
to.
place, or object. The spell brings to mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you are naming.
Oh.
The lore
If you
makes
can describe it, then yeah.
Well, I'm staring at the damn
Obelisk with
thing.
that thing. Yeah, with this carving on it.
Yeah.
Would very much
I should be
hone
able
it down.
to do that.
Okay, cool.
The information you learned is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language.
All right. All right, give me a minute.
Lawson's in the corner now, setting up a folding chair and pulling out the alchemist jug so he can get some tea. It's tea time.
Tea time.
Of course, there's only a small table, one chair for Lawson, and a stool for Toes. Everybody else has to stand.
Well, I could just sit on my broom.
Don't tell me what you're gonna do with that broom.
What?
I'll lay out a picnic on the flying carpet.
All right.
Yes.
So this is
Story of a girl.
who made an
listening to
obelisk and
karaoke.
created the whole world.
Yes.
This is the obelisk of creation.
Whoa.
This
Ooh.
obelisk
Ominous.
was used to give sentience to every sentient life form on this planet. It has been here since the planet was created. There's no knowledge of where it came from, but the creators used it to bring up sentience after they created this world.
You're kidding me.
And
This is like
We,
an actual
we
ass
actually
Ark of the
stumbled on the
Covenant?
creation myth. Oh, that's cool.
And there is
Holy
you
shit,
can
it's
kind
a
of see
watcher.
like legend lore conjures images of like people being brought at certain times to raise them to sentience from something lower, from a primitive life form into a
So the whole thing about the
Wow.
the celestial pulling the
The
more
stupid
logs
things out of the ground and
just
it's
to raise them up.
raise them into intelligence.
Yes.
Huh.
So
That is insane. So, to clarify,
God is
legend lore, and this isn't just like what some ancient religion believed about this thing, it is actually factually what took place.
I think it's the lore around it. What is known?
I mean,
Oh.
I would say yes, but it does say the lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or secret lore. So
Okay.
the words tales and stories make it sound like maybe you could get false information from this.
Hmm.
And like, what
It's,
is the
It is
current
the story to the best of anybody's knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting
what
it.
it does is it basically casts.
There might be something
So,
more to
I mean,
it
you
that you
touched it
don't
and it
know.
made
Who the
you-
creators are, how it was brought here, those things I kind of
Or
mentioned.
it could be just complete bullocks because that's what they made up for it. Because they didn't understand it.
I mean, it did make.
At the same
made Ark
time, this
Simulacrum-
thing is here in front of us and zapping people.
With knowledge.
Yeah, it did make him smarter when he touched it. Maybe
True.
if you already have knowledge, it makes you a little bit smarter, but doesn't affect your brain the right way. But if you're like a lower life form, it'll cast Awakening on you.
Maybe we should like
I grab out the bag of
touch
tricks and I pull out a.
What did you
let's
pull?
see. I don't know.
I'm really curious about this now. This is interesting.
The D10. I'm going to use the gray. Here's my base. What did I just roll?
6.
Something needy. Something
Six
that I
is
can
a
take a
giant
hit.
badger.
Oh.
Okay.
Roll that a giant badger.
How much HP does a giant badger have?
Oh.
How giant is a giant badger, by the way? How big is this damn thing?
Probably like a horse.
A horse.
Nah, probably like a
No.
sheep.
That's a big fucking badger.
A
Thing
giant.
must weigh like
Giant.
1,500 pounds.
A giant badger is medium.
That sucker's like
So a
chopping
dog.
down trees, like oak trees, like
HP
redwoods.
13.
So what are you gonna do with him?
I'm gonna use the ring and talk to him and say, "Hey, do me a favor. Go touch the obelisk for me."
All right, so it kind of waddles over there.
Hold on. But I go over there. Sam,
Yeah.
come here. Let's hold him in place. I don't want him to go flying.
Oh right,
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna get zapped.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
Stomp. Actually, you might be better if you help too, because you're like the strong dude up here.
Yep, no problem.
So we will get behind him and help him not fly away.
Break his fall.
All right, so it kind of waddles over there. You guys are like ready to catch it. Psalm's like half paying attention because he's like, I can catch this thing with one hand. And the badger waddles up there and kind of sniffs at it for a minute, and then like plants its nose on it, and it just like from one end to the other turns to ash.
Holy crap!
And
Aw, that's sad.
Wait, what
All
did
right.
Ash?
The badger.
Badger did.
So
Badger.
there's the possibility that it was summoned that did this, that it's stupid that did this, or that it's an
It has to
animal.
be humanoid. Maybe it has to be humanoid.
It has to be
There's a
ready
lot
for
of different-
ascension.
There's a lot of different things that could have gone wrong here, but oh god,
Yeah,
that poor badger.
poor
Badger.
Maybe
bastard
Well-
badgered.
we should head up and see if we can find a bunny or something.
He's been undone.
Wow.
Give him inspiration for that. Wow.
Yeah, you can have
That was
inspiration for
clever.
that.
That was so clever.
That was so bad.
Nice.
Man, this place is we're just full of freaking dad jokes,
I love that joke.
Incredible.
puns and bad puns and dad jokes, and
Incredible.
karaoke.
Oh my god.
Well, what else we want to do with this thing?
Well, touching it just zaps us. You can't. I tried communing with it on a religious level, but I don't know the right words. You know, just in case I call out, "Undone, you there?"
I mean, the worst part is we tell those people upstairs, or not upstairs. Actually, trying to follow the directions that we went. How close are we to the town? The
Like
fort.
about the same distance you started when you went down.
Okay.
100 feet left or right, maybe, or maybe like 300 feet left or right.
Yeah, we tell them this is down there. It's going to clash with their belief systems unless the Watcher is a Hundon.
The Watcher. I mean, this thing don't have any fucking eyes.
You don't need eyes to see. Look at a
It
potato.
would,
Potato's got plenty of eyes. Can't see shit.
He can taste his way around.
hilarious.
It's like a
We
snake.
are looking at a definite religious schism if we go ahead with that. Ugh. I say we
Tranda
look
like
around.
made no
Keep looking.
had no recognition of the Undone when you described it, or showed her the picture that Sombra
Okay.
drew.
That's
Yeah.
right.
if we are going to tell them, we got to make sure to gently lie and tell it and kind of fold it into their existing beliefs, just so as not to cause a stir. Like, oh, we have. It's a message from a celestial herald of your beloved god. You know, like you do. If we need to, but that's not. It's neither here nor there. I'm going to
No,
check for
it's
traps
right
and treasure,
there.
and let's keep moving.
What was that, Tristan? Last part. You're gonna
Treasures.
Yeah.
look for treasure and keep moving.
I'm gonna check for traps and treasure, and then let's see if we can.
There is no way forward, only
Yeah.
back.
Oh.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Hmm.
All right. Did I have one more theory I'd like to test. All right. I volunteer myself to touch this thing. I have something I want to test, but it'll take some time. I have
You
a
want
theory
people to
that
hold you in place?
those who,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and be ready to revivify me if needs be. My theory is that if a real person touches this thing and gets this so-called blessing, that maybe it might have an additional effect in the dream world. Might bring us closer to our goal.
Okay, so everyone dogpile Roger and keep him held in place.
Okay. All right, and no matter what I say or what I scream, do not let go. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. With everyone in place, I touch the stone.
All right. Oh no, actually you don't take damage. Never mind. Yeah, inspiration
Oh, good.
as you're like blown back and caught by Rando while he's eating one of your sandwiches. And you have advantage on your next knowledge check or intelligence check.
Gotcha. But I don't take damage. Oh, I see, because I get caught.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we caught him. We got you.
And I gain inspiration. Like
No.
he says,
You
don't
do
let
not
me
gain
go, and as soon
inspiration.
as he touches it, he's like, "Oh God, get me off this thing!"
You do not gain inspiration. You gain advantage on your next knowledge or intelligence skill check.
All right. Feeling his presence in his mind and kind of holding it there, the same way one will like kind of hold their breath to get rid of hiccups. He kind of like keeps it present in his mind consciously, not trying to use it. He's like, okay, we can't go any further. There's nothing else to see here unless Wheezy wants to take a look. I vote we head back for the night, take another rest. Unless one of you wants to catnap me and see if I can access the dream world here in this place and go a little further.
I used my wish for today, so
Right.
can't really do it right now.
Well, wish would
Somber.
just let you see what I'm seeing, but I could see what I'm seeing if I'm dreaming it.
Yeah, but dreams are hard to hold on to, whereas that spell lets us remember it.
So,
I
Somber, you still
see.
have your wish, right?
Is it the next day?
Today.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, I guess sure. Why not?
Okay.
Fine.
Do you want to do it here and now, or do you want to head back?
Let's do it here.
All right. Roger lays down, gets super comfy on his flying carpet, pulls a pillow out of his bag of holding, pulls another pillow out of his bag of holding, pulls a third pillow out of his bag of holding, pulls a duvet out of the bag of holding. He's like, all right, Lawson, catnap me.
Okie dokie. Cast catnap on him.
And you go to sleep. And you
Okay,
cast dream as well,
I
Tom?
attempt to dream.
Sure, let's do it. I need to learn this spell, so I don't have to cast Wish to cast it.
There, you don't have a significant dream.
Damn.
So
Even
some
nightmare?
sad
Not
dream
to be
about your daughter.
Aw.
How you're
So
drifting apart from her.
withering crops or anything like that?
No.
Wow.
It was a good
Even
idea,
touching
though.
the obelisk. Yeah.
Again, it was a good idea, and I really like it.
In the dream, he sees his daughter on the battlefield, and whether or not this actually took place or just something he believes to comfort himself, he sees her like about to get like sucker punched from behind by a big like devil, and he's like, "Behind you, General!" And like it's almost like when fucking Aragorn hears Gandalf in his mind, she turns and like catches it with her blade, and like he believes that he saved her, and then he wakes up.
All right.
No go, guys. I don't know if you saw that, Sombra, but nothing relevant.
No? Okay.
Still
Well,
wonder if there's
shot.
one
Thanks
onward
for
we
your help.
go.
Wait, I guess we would have to. I guess I would have to wish again for ascending.
What?
Maybe I'd be able to catch him with ascending. Oh wait, no, he doesn't talk in
Right. It was mentioned in the lore that he doesn't really talk like normally. He talks like in a childish, gibberish kind of way.
True, but if you tell him to like come or go to a certain place, we can meet him and attempt to communicate with him in a more coherent way
But
via
is
other
a
methods.
Hundun a type or a actual entity? I got the feeling it's a type of celestial.
Correct.
So there are multiple.
In this one,
Hunduns.
we don't know its name.
The thing is, though, you don't need to name to be able to contact them, because I've done it multiple times with another celestial, even though I don't know their name, because they don't have a gender.
Huh. All right. So yeah, you cast sending. You're like, operator, get me the Hundun of so and so ruins.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rich said there's no further way forward unless we want to pull out Wheezy and see if there's anything in the walls or ceiling or floor here.
Yeah, let's. You never
Might as
know.
well hit every angle.
Pull out easy.
Yeah, we kind of should do that anyways.
So you pull out Wheezy. Hey, Roger, how's it? And like at that moment, like you freeze and he screams as you cast him around the room and his bright light shines, and right in front of you is a Hundun frozen in ice.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Holy
And like
what?
you jump back and like jerk Wheezy out of the way, and when his light points a different direction, you don't see it there. But from the back, Loston notices when Wheezy's light goes onto the obelisk, you can see the carvings on it.
Oh.
What the hell? This is okay. Shining the light onto the ice sculpture, the ice guy, the Hundunsicle. I stare at it and I go, how in the fuck did my true sight not catch this? Sombra, come look at this. Let's try and figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe it's an
So
actual
we
light
only see
issue.
it when Wheezy is casting his light on it.
What's special about Wheezy's sight?
He's dead.
Wheezy projects like an actual cone of light. I try shining a torch on it.
Yeah, I was
Does that
gonna
have the
say
same
I
effect?
pull out a torch and light it.
You can see now the walls are kind of have like carvings in them, kind of in like if you looked up at the top, it'd be an X pattern coming down the walls, and it's just symbols that you don't recognize.
Oh. Sombra, do you have comprehend languages?
Yes,
Cool.
it's a ritual cast.
Awesome. We have time. This guy's not really going anywhere.
True. Okay. Sure. Let's do it.
I look at Wave and I say, "Can you free him? I mean, water is ice adjacent. You know any sacred rituals for freeing people like this?"
Say that again.
I look at Wave and I say, "Do you know any rituals for freeing a guy like this? I mean, ice is kind of water adjacent. Anything?"
I don't know. Chip the bastard out.
Okay, maybe not that. Let's not do that.
Sombra can fireball, right?
I don't think I
Oh,
want to
for fuck's
fireball. We have a clear.
What? It'll melt it.
Clearly, have a
Melt
bad
the ice.
influence on you. You're too pragmatic.
All right. So the runes are phrases. They're like words. And they are like geography, like mountain, forest, plains, that kind of
Wait, is this a map of the world but in words?
thing. You wouldn't be able to read the whole thing in less than an hour. And you have to get up to the top of it. So you still have your winged boots, right?
Yeah. fly out,
Yeah.
out there?
Okay. So, I mean, kind of. You can arrange it like, you're writing it down as Somber's saying it out loud, and it kind of makes sense if you twist the words in a certain direction.
To be honest, that's very creative. I like that. I like that idea.
Cool. Okay. So the obelisk is the obelisk itself an ice pillar with the thing inside of it, or is this a separate object?
Oh no, this is a
This
separate
ice
object.
pillar. How do we not bump into this? I touch the iceberg.
It's cold.
Hey guys. My boyfriend is here.
Wait, did you say that the ice thingamajigger that he's trapped in, that also had symbols on it?
No.
Okay.
Said the obelisk had symbols that from the rubbing. The Hundun holding up the sun.
Got it. Okay.
Undone holding up the sun.
Right? I just noticed that rhymed. Hundun the sun.
He's a Hundun.
Holding up the sun. All right, so what do I make out of these words?
I mean, not really anything. They don't make any sense together.
Could they be like in the wrong order? Maybe he doesn't speak, obviously doesn't speak common. Perhaps that's why it's...
We should just start reading them out loud.
Like the Winter Soldier
That
That would be
code.
the
Yeah.
the spell.
Train car.
Well, maybe we should light it up. I mean, if you hold a torch to it, does it look like it drips?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just thaw the
Okay.
thing out.
I'm just gonna firebolt like safe spots every so often.
Are those the new ones you just got?
Okay.
Yeah, let's be careful. I don't want to blast them apart.
Oh no. It's like basically getting a head start, and then once we get closer to the center, we just rely on like actual like campfire or something like that. Sort of like I'm just like thinking of sort of how you do it in.
All right. So Ark gets to work, kind
like,
of blasting
roughly-
ice away with his firebolt, shooting chunks of ice off.
Yeah.
And when he gets closer to the shape of the Hundun, he plops down campfire, and it takes probably about an hour for it to melt down completely. And like as it's reaching the end, the weight of the Hundun starts to crack the ice, and he starts to move, and then he just falls on the ground.
Dead?
Oh.
Somebody catch him.
Too bad Landon wasn't here. He could res him.
Okay. So most likely this thing has been dead for a long time.
I check his vitals.
Dead, I guess. I don't know. Do Celestials have vitals?
Good point.
You tell me, man. Make it up.
He doesn't now.
Huh.
Okay.
Well, that's one example.
His tongue is cold.
Well,
I would bet.
okay. Fuck.
That's the issue.
All right, we need to find somebody to get him back up. We don't have
Can we-
we don't have
Can we
a
cast a
raise with
wish
a
to talk to Dad or something? This guy.
Wish would
There.
only.
No moss wishes. Oh no, Somber has two, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah,
He-
I do.
Yeah.
I could talk to dead.
Yeah.
Speak to dead. Why
No.
not?
Speak to dead, or maybe
Speak to dead. Raise him up.
Can you
I
raise
can
him?
raise him. I won't even need true res, just a resurrection. Right? Because I have his body in front of me.
How long is resurrection?
I think it's 100 years. I think.
Yeah, God knows how long he's been in here.
Resurrection is no more than a century. That's a 7th level spell. That
True
didn't
res is
die.
nine.
That didn't die of old age and isn't undead. Could be a waste to do that.
You never know.
True res is
Yeah.
only 200 years?
Yeah. They're like the only thing that has exceeded 200 years over a true resurrection is this one thing in the Curse of Strahd campaign. That's like the only thing in
Yeah,
recorded.
because you can res that. You can res that dragon or whatever.
Yeah, I
the
remember that
ancient
was
dragon.
a plan you guys talked about.
Yeah.
Bargain with the dark power for that.
Just gotta make sure you don't roll bad.
Good shit.
That's really bad. I mean, today she can residential.
I think we just speak to dead.
It was kind of inside me, and I was like,
I still wish him back to life.
Or Flappy, when she was like,
Not even true res. Just wish him back to life.
Yeah.
how do you do realize that when you're ovulating, you're a higher
Did that work?
getting pregnant?
I would love to
Do
have a
that.
powerful celestial on
Her
our side.
face dropped. She was like,
Especially if we could have him spit in a bottle every couple of minutes.
I don't. If I wish it back to life, that's gonna be a. That's gonna be a roll I have to make to
Yeah.
wish.
I was like,
It is a risk.
I need to go take
But Psalm has inspiration, so you'd actually get another shot at it.
I don't know. That doesn't seem like it's worth doing. Why are we trying to wish this guy back to life? We don't even know if he wants
Because
to
he
come
just seems
back
like a
to
chill
life.
dude.
So he can take over and start
Chill,
making
dude.
more things.
Yeah, but I mean, let's ask him first.
Wasn't intentional.
We can always come back or take his body if he says, "Hey, yeah, I'll come back to life if you guys get me back."
All right.
The thing is, though,
I mean, it's weird that
in the lore, it said that he speaks in gibberish. So, like, even if we speak with dead, we might not be able to make intangible, tangible what he wants. But we could still try. Like, I don't think there's a time limit on this because he has been most likely dead for centuries.
99
try to
years
accomplish
been
and
you
preserved by
guys?
the ice.
7 hours.
We should. He's been
What are we
preserved by
trying to
the ice,
accomplish
so we
here?
should get a gentle repose on him. Solve the mystery of this fucking town.
Yeah, pretty much solve a mystery.
I mean, okay, but what's that gaining us?
A very, very, very powerful creation celestial creature that might be our friend.
Okay, I will spend a wish spell to speak to dead.
All
Speak
right.
with dead,
Does not work.
and it does not work.
Does not work.
Why
He
wouldn't it
doesn't
work?
have a head.
He's
Got a
got
mouth
tongue.
though.
He does have a
That is-
mouth.
Yeah.
But it also says in the lore that he talks, so.
Yeah, that is true. Okay.
Allowing the end can't be undead. The
He's a
spell
celestial.
wait. Well, okay. Hold on. The spell fails if a corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Oh, well, there's no way he was a.
Oh, right. I don't think the ice counts as like what's it called? It's a spell that preserves a creature.
It doesn't have to be preserved. It doesn't have to be dead. It can be dead forever. It says
Yeah.
It just can't have been targeted for the last 10 days.
Okay.
So if the spell fails, do I know why it fails?
My question is, if this dude is celestial and he died, why did his body disappear and he go back to the celestial plane or whatever?
Exactly. I've been wanting to mention that, but I didn't want to say it. I don't know, because
Maybe he's trapped here.
And maybe he's not totally dead. Maybe he's just comatose.
Mostly dead.
mostly dead.
We gotta get Miracle Max.
Well, if it isn't a corpse, that would be a reason why it would have failed.
Yeah. Wait, detect magic on him.
Sure.
No magic.
Okay, so he's not. Wait.
Let's do a medicine check.
Oh yeah.
Who's got medicine?
I don't, but I have an idea.
Piston does.
I want to know.
Oh, I do?
You can't go under, like, you're like super like skill set, aren't you?
I'm not sure if I'm proficient, but my thought was if you cast Identify on him, you learn what spells, if any, are affecting him.
An idea I have is just cast Dispel Magic on him.
I like Identify. I can do that. It's a ritual, 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, there are no spells affecting him.
Rich, I want to cast Dispel Magic on him, just in case.
All right, does nothing.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. Just had the idea that
anybody can do medicine.
Should we touch him to the obelisk?
Let's do it.
Ooh,
Wait,
sounds
no.
risky.
Wait,
Whoa,
no, that
yeah,
might be
kickstart my
bad.
heart.
Yeah, we
Kickstart my
kickstarted.
heart. Let's do it.
Somber's like, are you proficient in medicine? And Roger's like, just call me Doc Shock.
Roger's all like this angle, like with his shoulder, like his feet are sliding across the floor, trying to push him towards it.
I'm just imagining like Dr. Octopus and the Shocker Spider-Man villains just combining into one supervillain.
Incredible.
Boundaries do need to be set. They've already been crossed.
Let's
You've
do
already
it.
set, like,
What
even
happens?
if their boundaries are just plain
Hell yeah.
All right. So you guys push him into this thing, and like the whole room just explodes in light. And this crumpled form like starts to come to life and stands up, and it starts kind of waving its arms around, and you see like color come back into it. Only because the room is being lit by it and the obelisk. And it kind of spins around and says, oh, and he like puts his hands on all of you.
Comprehend languages. A cast.
He's saying, thank you very much for resurrecting me.
Oh,
Thank you very much for finding me. I've seen many traverse down here, but no one has ever found me.
well, that's because everybody was getting their scare on because of nightmares, and that's why we came down here. You have anything to do with that?
No. Nightmares? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen anybody sleep down here either. Well, aside from the tiefling.
Let's ask him his
Aside from
story.
the
What happened to him? Why he was frozen down here?
Yeah, what happened? Why did you get frozen?
My time was over. I was done. I had raised all the beings that I needed to.
Holy shit, it was real.
Okay.
Well, do you want to come up to the surface and see your work?
No, there's one I sense though. One more that I must raise.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, no, I don't want to do it.
Would this one more perhaps be a small race of gray goblin-like creatures called Morlocks?
He says, I do not see things the same way you see things.
It's more like you feel.
I see the spark, and I can follow the spark.
Can we watch?
Wow.
Yeah.
I wanna
witness
watch.
your work.
I don't feel comfortable doing these things.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
Um,
Dude, this is
awesome.
cool.
Let's
Like,
for sure.
Go to it.
All right, so he starts going
Let's-
into the other room and up the stairs. And he's saying, come on, let's go.
awesome.
All right.
Follow
We got an hour to walk around with a hood on.
Dude,
All
this
right,
is
so
like
he,
this is neat.
He starts trudging through the snow,
And
and the snow does not seem to stop him.
Do we need to keep up with him
Oh, wait.
in the
So if he's
train?
walking, like, do we want to give him a ride?
Doesn't look like he
hey,
wants to
how
stop
far you
for
got to
us.
go? Do you have a name other than Hundun?
Probably.
Big guy with the tongue?
It's
Literally.
Dum Dum.
it's just a background. For Molly.
Does he require gum gum?
I think it was for fun.
Hamid.
Hamid, how far
Hmm.
we got to go? Would flight help?
It might help you.
I mean, is it an hour's walk?
Not quite.
Please tell me
Okay,
you're not looking
so-
for.
I think what's happening is that we are enacting the dream sequence that has been spreading throughout the town. We revived him. Now he's actually fulfilling the mission that we saw in the dream.
I got 2 more slots and multiple slots to cast comprehend languages. So let's just keep following him. Lead on.
What if he starts tearing up the town?
Yeah, he's heading straight
we
for the
won't
town.
Fight him, but we probably won't need to.
Hey,
What do you mean?
We need to go ahead of him and warn people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
all right, flyers go. I'm gonna stick with my new buddy,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fly
All right,
ahead
I'm
and
going to use my
and I grab out a jar.
my incredible powers of deception to tell people deceptively that a herald of the Watcher approaches. Do not interfere with his work. He is benevolent.
And
I am going to assist. I'm going to
I
assist.
tried cracking a couple eggs the other night, and they were legit frozen. And I was just like, "This is." I wonder. What
All
the
right, give
freezer is
me
like, 'cause
deception roll.
This is just a regular fridge.
And I,
You got
you
it.
know? So I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll just get
So
one of
I
these. And
have
I was planning on
plus
getting one anyway. 'Cause my house
15,
we
I
have
think.
it.
Let me pull that up real quick just to be sure. Not on my
you
computer.
have advantage because I'm your wingman.
And everything too, you know?
Hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah,
it
brother.
helped me realize that, oh, we need to buy eggs. Yeah. You know, 'cause I can actually see inside it.
Why
Yeah,
is it that
usually.
Zoom works perfectly, but regular websites don't? Is Zoom like routed through the phone lines or something?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It might be your browser.
Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes my browser fights with
Problem
me.
is, collection of my characters.
I grab out my water skin and I empty it out and I hand it to him. I'm like, hey, can you spit in that for a little while?
He refuses.
Wow.
Oh, come on. We unfroze you.
No condiments, none whatsoever.
No.
We just want a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a hit.
I telepathically say, by the way, good. Telepathically, like I'm not there. I'm like, don't forget, we probably get one favor from this guy, so let's use it to ask him to
Spit in the jar? Yeah, I'm trying.
No.
plus. Oh, I only have +7. I'm not expert in it. I'm gonna roll in Discord. I can't roll below a 10.
If you won't spit this, will you make out with that snowman behind me? I know it looks like a dude. But his name is Fake Art.
You get people
22.
to believe you.
Yeah.
22.
You get people to believe you, but
They taste very similar. Yeah,
it's not
but,
quite.
it still made me want to eat, you know.
They're unsure, maybe. And then when word gets back to Tronda, she comes and questions you. She's like, "What is the meaning of this? This creature's coming
there's
to
a
our
celestial.
city to do what?
When I mean everything, I mean
We
It's a
don't know.
celestial.
This is
You're
not
familiar
an
with
associate
celestial
of the
beings,
Watcher.
right?
I would gag all the time. So just the smell of peanut butter just makes me.
I tell like you're familiar with celestial beings, right? Unicorns, planetars, whatever the hell they're up there, Bahamuts, crap like that,
Sure.
right? Sure. Well, you got one. It's been living under your town for centuries and centuries and centuries, probably since before you people were here. And we have determined it is benevolent, and it wants to carry out some kind of ritual of renewal to help the crops grow better, I think.
And what is that?
I don't know. It's very difficult to communicate with it, but we determined from the ancient scripture down there in the ruins that its purpose is benign. We don't
Down
want
in
anyone
what
to go waving any
ruins?
torches and pitchforks. I described the ruins for them.
The ones half a
Ruins
mile
she
away.
sent us to.
She didn't really.
Those
send
are not
us-
below the town.
Thanks.
Uh,
Are they not?
No, we were ways
They are
away.
adjacent to the town.
I
Half a mile away.
misunderstood as a player. I
Oh, okay.
misunderstood as a player, so I redact my statement.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure it wasn't under the town.
As long as there's no destruction to the town.
Yeah. I
Guarantee.
make sure your people don't wave any torches and pitchforks, but it probably won't be any problem.
There
All right,
might be
yeah,
a
as
hole
long as-
dug.
As long as there's
Yeah,
no
that's-
destruction to the town, then I mean, I don't know what this thing is. And I don't really trust you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, she says.
I truthfully say to her, I say, like, you can rest assured that I mean you no harm, and I wish only the best for you and your people.
And she like points a finger at you and says, "The Watcher's watching."
I hope so, because
Yeah.
we're
And she
we're
just
gonna
walks away.
show them that we're doing a good job of being super people.
Telepathically, I'll say to Lawston, please make sure he doesn't break anything.
I can't even get him to spit in a bottle. How does he think I'm going to stop him from breaking something?
All right, so about an eighth of a mile out, he starts like digging, like with all four arms.
Okay. We haven't been in town. He's digging. Is he going straight down or sideways? Or
No, sideways.
Uh-oh.
He's fracking.
still towards town? All right. All right. Well, tell the town
Downwards towards the
Don't-
town.
dig.
Tell the
Although-
town not to dig.
Don't
Nobody
dig. Straight down.
dig.
Yeah,
Dig.
Follow the Minecraft rules. Don't dig straight down.
Yeah, that's also a Terraria rule.
So yeah, he breaks into this cave system, and you see like primitive drawings on the wall. There is kind of a dirty creek running through the bottom of this cave system, and he's just like charging forward straight through. And he comes to like a wall, and he just fucking bursts through it. He says, "Oh yeah,"
Kool-Aid.
and he
Oh yeah.
and he sees the Morlocks, and they like swing their heads around, and they're like, their eyes just fucking bug out, and they scream, "Ah, wah, wah, wah," and they're trying to run as he's just snatching them up, and he picks up like
Time.
12 of them, and he starts running back.
Sniff his armpit.
What
I
the-
go.
It's that SpongeBob meme where Mr. Krabs is dragging him away. He's like, "That's it, you're getting enlightened."
That's fucking
Hey.
crazy.
Fake art. Sleep the rest
Yes.
of them.
What? Oh,
Sleep
yeah.
the rest of them.
Sure. Oh, okay. Let me just thinking. I'm gonna cast a spell somehow. Let's see. What is fake art cast to capture a whole bunch of people?
Fireball.
He,
Sleep.
Oh,
No.
Sleep.
he doesn't know sleep. He
Ah,
knows a lot.
crap.
Let me see.
Do we have Sombra? Or-
Yeah, but Sombra doesn't have sleep prepared. Sorry.
Sleep is so first level.
Whoever prepares sleep when there are 18, 19
Warlock
level
did.
wizard, right?
High level sleep
But I
from a
can
warlock's pretty
do. I
baller.
can cast hypnotic pattern.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. That will definitely
right.
shut down all of them.
All right. So
DC is 20. I mean,
no, they're all
Uh,
staring at the pattern.
yep.
So
He could cast an 8th level polymorph and just turn all of them into like turtles.
no.
But turtles.
doesn't polymorph only affect one creature?
If he upcasts it targets one more creature each, I believe. Let me double check. I
No.
might be
So you can get
misremembering.
4 of them, maybe.
Target. Never mind. No, it does not. It does. Upcasting does not target more.
All right. So
But I can twin cast it.
are you staying down here with the Morlocks?
I'm making sure that their fake arc is gonna placate them. He's gonna try and
Okay.
Placate?
yes. That word.
Anybody else?
So what's happening?
The Hundun's gone. Hundun's run off
Right.
like 12 under his
Yeah,
arm.
he's taking him back to his place. But what's happening with the guys that are left here? Is somebody sleeping?
Hypnotic
Or-
They're
pattern.
hypnotic pattern.
Okay. I'll start trying to tie him up, and then
Oh, yeah.
take him that direction.
Yeah. They're like,
If we tie
how
him
much
all
they
up
weigh?
before.
Are they like skin and bones and like stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, they're probably like 90 or 100 pounds
Okay,
at
I can
most.
carry at least 2.
All right. So you head over that direction. And there are 12 confused looking Morlocks with straight backs and a gleam of intelligence in their eyes sitting around the obelisk. And they turn to you as you walk in and say, "What have you done to our friends?"
Oh, this is the only way we can get him to come peacefully and not hurt him.
Why do they need to come?
So that they can speak like
carry
you.
all.
The what?
The Hundun couldn't carry them all.
The what done?
The big dude, 4 arms.
I
I
don't know what you're talking about.
Light my thing and look around. Light the torch and look around.
There is a large pile of ash
Oh.
off to the side.
Oh.
Okay, you don't remember being brought here by, and then I look at the point at the obelisk. Is it still pictured on the obelisk?
Yes, it is.
You don't remember that guy bringing you in
I do
here?
not know what happened to me. I just kind of
Woke up here.
appeared here.
Do you know anything about yourself?
No, but yes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, moments ago you were as intelligent as your little buddy here, and now you're intelligent as you are now.
We're gonna have to ask you to clear
That's
out of these
because of him.
ruins. We're kind of straightening up the area, and so we just need you to move along.
I don't know where we yeah,
I just
we can leave
realized-
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we have our
hey,
friends back?
wait.
I know just the place.
Are you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna try to go back to your friends?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna. Well, okay. Well, listen, we want to go with you. We want to make sure you're safe. So we'll take.
I just
you back.
realized
Yes.
uplifting the entire race of Morlocks to help fight this war against the devils is like, I don't know if you played Mass Effect when the when the Solarians uplifted the Krogan to beat the Rachni, and then ended up being like a huge war crime issue when they had to like, they gave them multiple planets, they expanded, and became a new threat, and they made a genophage to like wipe them all out.
Yeah.
Well,
This feels like, let's commit some war crimes, boys. Let's uplift this culture and give them nuclear weapons.
Oh no.
So we brought some dumb ones here. What happens when we throw them against the obelisk?
Do you throw them against the obelisk?
They probably
Excellent.
die.
We don't throw them. We touch them to them.
Ash.
Holy! Oh no!
And like the other ones like scream in horror. And they like
Oh, no.
they
die, guys.
they're
Why
like
would you think
backing
that
up.
We should do that.
That was a
Oh,
mistake.
okey-dokey.
That was a mistake. We thought that.
Can we
that
use
was-
inspiration to
Oh.
not do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know
I'm
what I
okay
just
with that,
thought
yeah.
of? The
Oh no.
So the obelisk is what the Hundun uses to enlighten them. If somebody true polymorphed into a Hundun. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he probably has like a special thing he does to keep it from overloading people.
Oh no.
Like he's the conduit between the two.
But I'm so sad that I hope that the Hundun is still alive.
Uh,
I
He done
mean,
killed himself.
Oh.
Dun, dun,
he
dun,
said
dun.
he had. It sounds like the Hundun said he had one last thing to do, and I guess he did it, which means his purpose is served, and he's back in the celestial plane, or he has ceased to exist.
That makes me sad.
Well, I mean, it was his job. It's what he wanted to do. The question is, do we just let these guys like go back into their society and like try and kind of slowly uplift the rest of their society, like in a
In
kind
an
of slow
underground
evolutional way?
cavern underneath this other city, it's probably not going to go over very well.
Because intelligent creatures have the tendency to explore, and
Kill.
might not mesh well with the people.
So
above.
now, so what I'm picturing now is this society of unintelligent Morlocks now is like a council of 12 that they're all going to kind of, that they would, assuming this works the way it worked in ancient times, and like the plan still works to uplift people into intelligent beings, they would have this council of 12 they would follow, and the council of 12 would like kind of breed intelligence into their ranks generationally until they had like a fully functioning society that would be like on par with the elves, dwarves, humans, etc. That'd probably take a lot of time. And they, well, I guess if we want to help the people of the town, we need to move the Morlocks somewhere else. Do we think the dumb Morlocks are going to obey this Council of 12?
well, that's why we should go back and see what happens.
Yeah, but also like we do have the freedom to give them the option. Hey, do you want to relocate outside of this cave system, inside of a frozen wasteland, to somewhere more hospitable? There are locations that we know.
Yeah, we need to get them out of the hexes altogether.
Yeah, we do. And maybe we can get an army of Morlocks as a bonus.
Oh gosh.
Maybe.
I mean, we got to fill up that progress bar somehow.
Maybe we can have words with these guys and ask them what their plan is. Well, we brought some with us. Are they able to communicate with each other? The stupid ones and the
Rich, do they look
yes. Yeah.
like that? Oh, thank God.
What?
Yeah.
What, Will?
I said, oh, thank God that they
Before
can speak
that.
with each other.
Oh, okay.
I think I was about to say something, and then you like answered my question.
All right. Yeah, so they can communicate. It's not really speaking, but they can definitely communicate.
Okay.
And they are all confused. They're all confused. They don't really. Nobody understands what happened.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we could maybe talk them into fighting for us. What do you think, guys?
How many of them are there?
Like maybe 50.
That's
Yeah.
kinda silly.
That sounds like
Total?
that's
We're just gonna get him killed, guys.
Yeah,
most-
I mean,
they're
this
most
is also a
Unless these are
burgeoning-
Sanguera's most puissant warriors, like secret,
Yeah.
like they all know kung fu or something. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
Plus,
because like
yeah.
they're a budding race of sentient humanoids and non-sentient humanoids. So like give them about like
And
maybe
I guess their
1,000
genetics are
years.
sturdy enough to survive rampant inbreeding.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, different
Who's to,
Yeesh.
who's to
different
say
races
they
have
haven't already
different-
survived rampant inbreeding?
Exactly.
Why would it cause them to
Oh,
be
God.
stupid in the first?
Yikes.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right, let's lead him
Okay.
back to the rest of his folks, and then I guess we can. Where would be best for us to usher these guys? We can give them a free
Like-
ride and everything.
Is there like some kind of like racial conservation program on Sigil? Like some kind of charity program funded by Celestials, like Victims of the Blood War, like a Noah's Ark style foundation?
Nothing that you know of that's not totally corrupt.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're used to living underground. Let's just get them
comfortable.
towards a normal mountain situation, not a frozen tundra situation.
Like a temperate
maybe,
one
like,
with like lots of
maybe
wild
near-
game.
Yeah. And maybe nearby some other civilizations so they can at least get a sense of like, hey, this is what other civilizations do. Maybe we can do that too.
Yeah.
I just realized that rhymed.
Incredible. Yeah, let's load them on the train and take them somewhere nice.
That is if they want to. Like, you know, they would like even though
They don't really understand
still,
why you
like-
want them to leave their
Yeah.
home.
yeah.
I guess we should explain that too.
Because, well, as a player, my instinct is I was picking up on the clues of the desolate farmland. And my thought was that the living underground is polluting the earth somehow.
Well, it's
Are there
the
clues I can
farmland
pick
was
up on
only
from that?
bad in the dream, not in real life, right?
Right, but it might have been, omens of
Foreshadowing.
what's to come for
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like there's a clue here that I'm missing, and I don't know what I would roll or how I would pick up on it.
If there's a
Why
clue
don't
you're
we
missing, I'm
spend-
missing it too.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So they're
Let's see,
uplifted.
maybe we spend another night then to see if we have.
Yeah, let's see if the dreams persist after another
Well,
Yeah,
night.
let's
Yeah, I doubt the second half, but let's see if the first half at least.
Sure.
And there's also like those wild hunt dudes that attacked us
I'm still
before.
worried about
So,
those.
I still want to find those. Yeah.
so maybe the two were sort of like linked in some way, but still separate enough that they just kind of interweaved with each other. And
Yeah.
like,
I'm thinking with the wild hunt, we need to put some tents out, sleep in tents overnight or something. Draw 'em out in the middle of
No
nowhere.
way. You're not going to get him.
Yeah.
You're not going to get Rando out there. Not bad.
Rando's scared.
Yes.
Rando, yeah, no, Rando does, yeah, he was not having fun.
Rando's biggest fear is actually one of those motherfuckers.
Oh,
You ain't getting Rando on no plane, no way, no how.
All right,
you gotta
guess
give
we're
him
gonna
that
have-
milk. Where's the milk?
Yep.
All right, so what are y'all doing?
Well, apparently we're getting random some milk. So
I don't think we take the Morlocks with us.
Yeah, but we do want to take them home, see how they interact with their dumb cousins.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the power
There's a
behind
lot
the
of
throne and establish
confusion.
we're going to establish a Morlock Illuminati and let society take its place.
Yeah. Let's give them maybe a day's worth to talk it over, and then come back to them and figure out what them and their people want to do.
Yeah, tell them if they need help, we'll be up over at the train and show them the train
All right.
on the way back.
All right. Anything else to do for the day?
Let's see. Do we report what exactly happened with the leader of this? What was her name again? What was her name?
Watch your bitch.
Yeah, her.
I don't think we should tell her where these things are. I think she might torch and pitchfork them.
Probably.
Maybe. But we're gonna
That's
get him out
another
of there
reason I
anyway.
think we should relocate them.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not gonna.
I mean,
we're not gonna be.
They've been down there for, I mean, generations, and nobody knows that they're there. So
But now they do, and it
Now
might
they
be a
do.
problem.
Now
Or
there's a
they
big hole
or
down
now
there.
they could, and like
Yeah,
because one, there's a hole that leads them now, and two,
There's a couple
they
of
have we
sentient
have
ones.
intelligent now, and as I said before, intelligent creatures love to explore.
good point.
So yeah, let's give them overnight and give them their options, and then come back in the morning and find out what they've decided to do. Sound
Now
good
that
plan?
they have the
I think we should.
concept
What are their
I think
options?
we should.
Well, I mean, that's what they have as their, we, we're not exactly their bosses. We could be
We're
their
a third
bosses.
party.
We could come in there and what
I just feel partially
Mhm.
responsible for uplifting them and
But
putting them in a
they
new strange
have
situation.
they kind of have responsibility for their own destiny.
True.
Or
I
at
just don't want
least
to be
they
wiped
have.
out.
At least they need to be given the idea that they have it.
yeah,
Some kind of.
but it's also important to
Free will.
realize that we are the key cause of the reason that they now actually have a destiny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here's my thought. I say we go back into the proctor and tell her what happened, and be like, hey, these guys are intelligent. They seem benevolent. They've just been uplifted. And could you welcome them into your society and help protect them? They'll help protect you. Or do you want them gone, and we will peacefully relocate them? Because again, not a fan of torches and pitchforks.
Because they do have the goblins, these goblins that are
That's
integrated
right.
into their society. So they are at least friendly to the idea of foreign races that are
Yeah.
often not looked well upon, to at least integrate them into civilized society.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's my pitch.
She's uninterested in the unintelligent ones.
Go figure.
It would take some generations before all of them would be intelligent.
And then she would welcome them. But having primitive beings around, she says, is not good. I mean, first of all, the people, you're going to be scared. Second of all, they don't know what they're doing, so they're going to fuck stuff up. And then the people are going to get mad and scared people do bad things to people.
That is true, but you also have to remember that they've been here apparently for a long time already, and they haven't caused any issues so far. The only issue
They haven't been here.
now.
I've never seen one before.
Oh yeah, no. The issue has just been a few layers of earth from up here and down there.
Yes, and they stayed down there.
Yes, they did.
And you're saying they are no longer going to stay down there. They're going to come live with us. And I'm saying that will not work for me.
Totally makes sense.
Okay.
Why would you want that?
Okay. Okay. So
well,
would
how
you
about
rather?
a compromise then?
What is that?
How about the intelligent ones are allowed to visit? The intelligent ones are allowed to visit and trade, and you leave them in peace and aid them if need be.
Fair enough.
The North is a cold and dangerous place. Keep them from getting wiped out. That'd be rather neighborly of you. Is she open to that?
We should probably find. Yeah, let's go
Great.
ask them then if they're into it.
Sounds good. We approach the Council of 12. I explain to them what names are and what their significance is. Do you have names? Do you want to pick out names?
They're unsure. They're really unsure of everything right now. They're actually looking at you
Well, there's
all
one
to
thing it's true
tell
about
them what to
character.
do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you
I
know
look
what?
at them and I say, it's true, that the hardest part of developing your character is picking a name.
Do they seem to have any
Too real.
clue how they used to make food or what they ate?
Um,
Or are the
Yeah.
dumb ones kind of teaching them that?
yeah, I
Okay.
think they know that stuff. They just don't.
All right, no,
They
it's
don't
up to you.
remember it the same because there's this division, right? Like,
Right.
when they're intelligent, they remember that, they know that, and before it was more instinct, and it's foggy like a dream. They don't quite remember their primitiveness.
I guess I'm gonna give them one of the sending stones and tell them how to use it. And
Wait.
tell them, if things get bad, real bad, use it to call us. But I don't know how fast we can get here, or if it turns out that you do want to move, just in case.
Why would we leave our home?
You
I'm
never
Well,
know.
because
just here for
the
just
thing
in
is
case.
that there may be some hostility coming your way. There's a big hole that leads down to where you used to hang out, or where you still hang out. And we're going to get people. You're going to get
No good
not
deed goes
only
unpunished,
creatures
boys.
down there, but you're going to get humanoids, and elves are going to be digging around down there too. They're not going to leave you alone. It's best if you want to trade with them.
I do want to ask.
But they need
Rich.
to leave my brothers alone.
They're interested in you, the ones that are able to think and speak intelligibly. They're not interested in your brothers that aren't able to do that.
And if they come down here poking around, my brothers will be here.
Yes.
Yes, so
Rich,
they need to treat them with respect as well.
That is a problem.
They won't come down here. It's
I
a
doubt that they
matter
will.
of they're worried if your unintelligent brothers go up to their town.
He
They're
just said
worried
things
that it
will
might
come down
cause-
here.
They
It's
will
a
eventually come down here.
possibility.
Well, yeah, with the big hole, there's possibility that other things could make their way down here that didn't come down here before, unless we could cover that hole somehow. I don't know what the. I don't know. Do you
Do they
Maybe we
need
can give them
access?
up to the ground level often?
Maybe
no, they've
ask
never
them
been
if
above the ground.
maybe ask them if they would prefer that the hole be closed.
That's probably good at. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Maybe they could move into the ruins of the enlightenment, because there's a door in there that opens and closes.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
it's
don't
probably
think there's food there, though.
and stuff. Yeah, liked it and stuff that's just naturally occurring in here that they eat and stuff.
Yeah, but I did have a question
So-
about Rich.
What's
For
up?
Rich, is there things that people can grow inside of caverns, like making
Lichen and mushrooms.
basically making like mushroom fields or cultivating stuff underground
Yeah, of
for
course.
them? Like,
You do it all
That's
the
what they're
time.
doing.
okay,
Well, they're
So-
probably just like hunter gathering before.
Right.
yeah.
I mean,
So maybe we could introduce to them like those sort of cultivation capabilities, so they don't have to forage, and they could start learning how to produce stuff for themselves, and maybe even if they produce enough that they can make trade with the people up above.
you know what we could do?
That's
We could leave-
a lot
We
of
could leave
time.
an arc behind to teach.
Oh yeah,
them,
definitely. It does take a lot of time, but it's something that
but we can leave
Right.
an arc behind to teach them.
is true. I could.
Then there will only be one
Wow.
arc with us again.
We are truly civilization building now.
Yes, we are.
Just trying to be responsible about it.
Oh yeah.
We're not
Now
the
you know
fucking
what-
Spanish.
Now you know what the U.S. feels like when they invade 25 years later.
Oh God.
God forbid the British.
Gosh.
At
True.
least the Spanish had culture and cuisine. What do the British have? They invade half the world for spices and then don't use any of them.
Oh God, you're right. They don't.
That wasn't really what. I mean, that wasn't their thing. That was more of the Dutch, wasn't it?
Okay, but also remember that they have things called bread sandwiches.
That's very redundant.
Exactly.
Yeah. You make a piece of toast, you put 2 slices of bread on either side of it, you eat that.
Exactly.
Sounds delicious.
All right. 20 minutes of dunking on the British later.
We're sorry, British.
Ark, do you really want to leave behind a simulacrum? That's a big spell to give up.
It's perfectly fine. It's like maybe they run into troubles down here, like powerful creatures. He could burn through spell slots and stuff like that, and then eventually just like survive off of cantrips because he is a 19th level simulacrum, and that is worth a lot.
And that means you can never cast Simulacrum again
Well, yeah.
without destroying him.
Well, I mean, we're not thinking he'd be permanent, but yeah, I mean, the next year.
No, get him.
If we
Get him
want to
on
make
the
a guardian, want to make a guardian for them, we could summon and bind an earth elemental.
Wait, are those things permanent once you? I forget how long they only last a certain amount of time, though, right?
He was thinking of using Landon's thing, but Landon's not here. That's how we got the elementals to stay longer.
Yeah, they stay longer, but I don't think it's permanent.
No, I mean, but it depending on how high he casts it, it could be years.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Because he only upcast a little bit to get 30 days out of it.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna leave him with some basic tools.
Yeah, it's a year and a day.
Well,
Planar binding.
Okay, a year and a day. That's not bad. But honestly, the only reason we need an earth elemental is to close up that hole anyways.
True.
Close it, and then that's actually really good. The elemental works for them. He closes the hole to keep them safe. He opens it when they want to trade.
Yeah.
For a year.
So that way they can go out and buy, vitamins and ketchup. The society needs toilet paper.
Ketchup. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on that.
An earth elemental won't be able to teach them how to farm.
No. It would probably be very, very good at making the underground land farmable, while my simulacrum arc would just be like, hey, this is how you do this is how you do that.
Okay, you're saying keep both of them there?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was earth elemental instead.
Oh no, both.
My next character is going to be like a 100th generation Morlock from this society.
We need to
been raised up by like a snowball simulacrum and an earth elemental for a year. Well, actually, 100th generation, so yeah, they belong past that stuff. Does a simulacrum age though? Never dies.
It doesn't. So. It's made of snow. It's like magic snow. It doesn't age.
And maybe the earth elemental's like, I like you guys now. I'm gonna hang around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's canon, baby.
Earth elemental falls in love with Ark.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
Oh god!
Where you going with this one?
Ark's clone.
Okay.
Jealous of Ark.
Wait, stop!
Tries to kill Ark.
Rock and ice.
And her name, Eartha Kitt.
But I'm 100% sure we have to go back to the library on the train and get farming for dummies. I don't think Ark is that knowledgeable about farming necessarily.
He knows about commerce and trade and stuff like that, but like farm work, no. That's
Mhm.
that's a bit above him,
Well,
or
farm
at least
work,
below him.
no, but I mean, general idea of farming.
Yes,
Like
the common
farm
the
work
common
above
sense
ground
basics
wouldn't
of it,
translate directly to farm work below ground either.
Yeah.
I'm really like unreasonably happy and excited about planting the seed of this burgeoning society, and not, even though it will not bear fruit in this campaign, like it just makes me really happy in my form inside.
It was pretty
It's
cool.
like-
I
You're,
share
you're
that.
building legends.
enjoyed the adventure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm all the fuck about. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the elemental's name is Eartha Kitt, and she looks like, I think maybe she was animated out of like one of those ancient statues. So she's like an ancient, like angelic looking statue woman. I bet I've got art for that too. Hold on.
Sombra's got to set up a reminder for himself to come check up on this place every century or two.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read so many books that are just like this. The Bobiverse.
Wait. Books like what? That a
Bobiverse?
clone and an Earth elemental just like
No,
make
but
a society?
basically very similar. Like this guy he's an AI and he finds this society that's basically Morlocks, and he helps like create a civilization. He helps him learn and figure out and do things, and they don't realize because he's dressed like he looks just like one of them, even though he's an AI. And then his guy comes in and checks up every couple centuries and see how they're doing.
Dennis E. Taylor.
Yes, a very good series.
Interesting.
Give me that artwork.
Well, this was an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely went someplace we never thought. And
Yeah,
I don't think
Yeah.
Rich thought
like,
it
I'm
would
really
go
excited.
exactly this way.
Sketchy, like fortress town
All
to
right.
creation myth to civilization creation. Yeah, that was some leaps and bounds that we went through today.
I posted art, I think, for what the statue Earth Elemental would look like.
I mean, an Earth Elemental wouldn't be worked though.
No, I just thought it would be, I don't know, because I remembered we passed through a bunch of ruins. I thought it'd be thematic to grab a statue from the ruins of enlightenment to help further enlighten them.
There were no statues.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
You
Oh,
know
fuck
what the
me then.
progenitors look like.
Of a statue.
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. I pictured it looking like a pretty lady for the clone of Ark.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull back the curtain here for you
So
guys.
sweet and
This is
thoughtful.
what I had written for the adventure.
Sure.
Yay.
Morlock
Okay, oh
Society
boy.
being cited by the Hundun for enlightenment and prosperity to the area.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it.
Incredible. That's
That
all
fucking
you
took
need, baby.
awesome directions. Awesome directions. I loved it.
Yeah.
So is Morlock an established race, or should I homebrew at this race?
No,
Permission to homebrew a Morlock race.
not even in 5e for some reason. Like,
Well, I can understand why not in 5e, because like
why?
there's not a lot in 5e yet.
They got fucking Nilbogs.
What's a Milvog?
A reverse goblin.
Exactly.
You hit it
Never
and
heard
it
of that
heals. You heal it and it takes damage. It's like the stupidest fucking monster in the whole world.
I'm going to look this up. This doesn't sound right.
Volo's Guide to Monsters, I think.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's in Volo's Guide.
That's insane. Did anybody click on my hilarious memes? They were definitely salient. The Where's the
Yeah,
Cave In
Lord.
video was when we were fucking with the ice block. The Never Dig Straight Down video was when the Hundun was digging to the Morlocks.
I like that. Never dig down. I've seen that one before. Where it just kind of goes through things. FYI,
Yeah.
I always dig down.
You're crazy.
No. Someone,
Or you're like that guy. You got quick reflexes with the bucket.
I don't even have a bucket by that when I dig down. I'm doing it with stone.
You're fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, all I'm gonna lose is fucking stone tools. I don't care. And somebody did the crunch the numbers, and it's like 60% of the time you're not gonna hit a lava lake, and I don't dig down that far. I don't dig all the way to bedrock, so like sometimes I'll take damage from a cave fall, but I've never died. Next time I start Minecraft, I'm gonna die though, probably because I just said that.
I would. Fucking hell. All right. So I'm gonna do some research on Morlocks, maybe just like a goblin subrace for them, and put it on D&D Beyond and see what you think for maybe your next campaign.
Maybe.
Be interesting.
Yeah, if we ever run in this world again, I'd like to do it hundreds of years later.
Rules. That's awesome.
Clashes
I
between
swear to
almost
God,
11.
like if oh yeah.
Morlocks and the elves.
All right, so I'm done with this area.
The door kickers.
Okay.
All right.
You guys have one hex left.
Yeah.
And basically, I want to make you an offer.
Oh.
Yes.
So, you can upgrade one of your units of infantry to air cavalry if Loston goes without spell slots until you guys fight what's-his-face.
Holy shit. What?
What?
Why?
Yeah,
why
so-
Cavalry.
So,
Loston.
Loston can cast Animal Friendship on these griffins.
Oh.
Oh,
But it means no more spells during the rest of the quiet year.
Yes.
Holy shit.
fine by me.
Loston's like, I don't even cast fucking spells.
Ah, he did today.
Yeah.
He did today.
Technically.
You can still have
That is
cantrips.
for you to decide, Mr. Loston. I will not.
I
will
still
not
have
force the decision upon
cantrips
you.
and the rituals, right?
Yeah, no slot, just no slots.
Yeah, so I mean, that
Whoa.
means I still have Tiny Hut, I still have Unseen Servant, Detect Magic, Comprehend Languages. Those are save for maybe Invisibility and Catnap, which I haven't used Catnap in a long time. Haven't used
Until today.
Till
yeah,
today.
we barely have used Invisibility from me. I have Long Strider because I'd love to run, but I never use it. So yeah, I mean, I mostly use my cantrips. 9 out of 10 times it's a cantrip that I cast.
What are your cantrips again?
That's
I forgot.
crazy.
Mage Hand, Mending, and Prestidigitation. The
Got it.
important
Oh
ones.
yeah, you definitely use those every single day, nonstop.
It's like, oh, there's frost stag in my tunic. Okay, well, okay, there we go.
You don't have to
Clean
flavor the
myself,
tea anymore.
Prestidigitation. Well, it doesn't say what flavor of tea comes out of that damn jug.
Oh, it's black. It's black.
Tea flavored.
Yeah, so every once in a while I gotta get chamomile or something like that.
Wait, you can just press digitize to make it. Yeah.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
Tea time was just hot water that I prestidigitated.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah,
All right, there are two Morlock races. Two different people made on D&D Beyond. Let's take a look.
Okay.
The first one, Dex +2, Con +1. They are medium sized. Base walking speed is 25 feet, a climbing speed of 25, and a burrowing speed of 10 feet. Nocturnal, adapt to life underground. You have superior vision and dust. They have got 120 feet dark vision, and they have bright light sensitivity. Hyper mobility. They have advantage on dexterity saving throws. They speak common and undercommon. And then there's the other one someone made. Dark vision, 60 feet. Strength +2, Con +1. They are, for some reason, taller, 7 to 8 feet tall, but still medium. 30 feet walking speed. Natural athlete, proficient in the athletic skill. This is just like a clone of fucking Goliaths for some reason.
because Morlocks should be
They have
Goliaths.
stones, endurance, and powerful build. What the hell is this?
Your if you create them though, their languages have to be common, and then whatever the earth elementals is.
Oh wow, yeah. Huh.
No.
Fascinating. Thanks, 5e SRD. All right, I guess I will take a look at that. All right, it is 11. I need to get out of here. All right. This was a great game. I can't
Yeah.
wait to play
It
again
was
next week.
it was a
Hopefully,
great
obviously.
session.
Two
Yeah.
more experience.
Wednesdays are going to be great.
Oh.
Is anyone not level 20?
Yeah.
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 Most
Yeah.
people. I think that two
Wait,
of you
you're
are
level 20?
Yeah, I've been
No.
level 20.
Oh crap. Crap. Like, oh damn. How far am I behind?
I'm still 18 and 7/8.
You'll get there, buddy.
Crap, I lost
This
track.
makes
ruled.
me.
Uh,
This makes me 19.
All right, boys. I'm going to say goodnight.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one.
night, Tristan.
All right.
Right.
Take care.
So, with Tristan gone, I wanted to bring up something.
What's that?
So, I've been working on like the individual towns and such of my campaign,
Mhm.
and one idea I had is it like you have this fortress town here, and I was like, wait, I thought of a fortress town, and it's like it's total coincidence, but like I was thinking about like the idea of why this fortress town is a fortress town in my game setting, and the idea that I was having is like, okay, they're basically trying to become their own, not simply they become their own country, or at least like sovereign nation or something to that degree, because they have the idea that, hey, if they're not part of this country, like legally, maybe they'll be able to get out of this plane of they'll stop being part of the dark domain, and they'll just be like, oh, we're going to teleport back to home if we're not part of the country, and that's just like the main idea that they're going with. But to do that, they are doing some pretty shady shit. One part is that they are like, I was thinking of different homebrew creatures, and there's this one creature that I found called the Behemoth. And they use these behemoths to basically force people that are inside of the nation or this city from ever leaving, and from people that are outside of it to never come. Kind of long-winded, but
Why are they doing this?
because they want to separate themselves from the country that they're in right now, trying to see if it's like a loophole to get out of the domain of dread.
I really don't think domains work that way. I mean, most of the
it
time,
doesn't.
the
It does
people
not.
in domains are there because Jevin says so. Attack on Titan. Yeah, most of the people there just assume that, like, and like things are weird there too. You can be in a domain where there's no fields, but there's food everywhere.
Yeah.
There can be no living animals, but there's milk and steak everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily follow the same rules as society, because it's created by these the Dark Lords.
Yes.
And then so
I
why
just
would the Dark Lords want this fortress that's not letting people come into it and not letting people out to not be its own domain?
Yeah. I think it's mainly because one, the Dark Lord is, I talked about before, he is very, very apathetic and very distant from his subjects, because
Yeah,
that's
guys, I gotta head out.
All right,
Oh,
have a
yeah.
good one.
All right.
Right, so.
night.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean Dark Lord. I meant Dark Powers.
Oh, dark. Oh, let's see. It's from it is causing a sort of suffering, I feel, to the people in
You know what? I switched scenes. There we go. I bet this will pop it
Oh,
back.
there it goes.
You know what? I switched scenes. There we go. I bet this will pop it
Oh,
back.
there it goes.
You know what? I switched scenes. There we go. I bet this will. I need to
there it
make
goes.
a better, like, we're all just hanging out scene, because like as we get less and less of us, it starts to split and split and split and split. And there's no sense in having, like, if 2 or 3 of us are talking, having just fucking 2 tiny pictures of us with a fucking battle map that's irrelevant. And you need to fix that and put sound on that page.
Oh yeah. So also in that basically block of text that I like ranted at you before, I talked about the changing of currency, like the gold becoming worthless and everything else getting bumped down except for silver, which got bumped up because of the value of silver in this domain of dread. And I kind of wanted to go over, like, if that was an idea that, like, piqued any sort of interest.
I mean, inflation and deflation can definitely happen.
Yeah.
And the silver thing is also in Curse of Strahd. There's no silver in Curse of Strahd. The only silver in that whole book is in Death House.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and when I ran it, the first thing they did was cash all that silver into gold. And I was like, goodbye, silver. You're going to want this later. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Look at these stupid humans. They wear gold and adorn themselves with it.
Oh yeah, there's still a lot of that in the.
Yeah, I mean,
domain.
it's a weird thing to do, messing with currency. So just make sure you do it super easy
out of your players.
Exactly, you got to make it super easy for the players. Just like
even super easy could be tough because we're playing Dark Sun and converting everything in our head down 2 levels.
Yeah, basically everything is knocked down 1 level except for silver, which replaces platinum.
Right, yeah. But when you're looking to buy stuff, it would be knocked up, right?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Because of inflation. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to like redo one of the tables maybe.
Yeah.
And
like
when you explain it, say these are the costs of common equipment items in this area. And then maybe give them a shit ton of gold at the end of the fucking first adventure. So they're like, no, we're rich at first level. And then they go into that place and they're like, oh, we'll
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I loved the idea of them also having the idea of, like, hoarding gold, because they realize at one point or another they will be leaving this domain of dread, hopefully, air quotes. And with the change of currency in this place, that all the low level like currency will become high level currency once they leave. So they might even, like, have this idea of just holding on to it, because I also have the idea that there is another NPC in this place that has that same idea. And we'll probably pass on that idea to the NPCs or to the PCs.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I have the idea that all these NPCs that I have that are, like, either merchants or just people they talk to all have vices of sorts. This guy is a big smoker, and he carries magical smokes around with him and sells them to be able to just smoke more.
But he still holds on to this idea that he'll be able to escape this domain of dread because he is not a local.
I know there's a couple things out there that have like magical cigarettes.
Yeah, I've looked through like a bunch of homebrew
Let's
ones,
see.
and yeah,
I want to say
And,
Yoon
like,
Soon, but I think that might be magical teas. I think Zach Smith did something with cigarettes. I think they're in one
Yeah,
of his
there was-
equipment tables.
yeah.
Um,
But I see a lot of them that black cigarettes are often healing ones, or at least healing ones that also like hurt the person that does it.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So like I have the idea that like this guy has a whole bunch of brands of different cigarettes, and like they're just different types of homebrew cigarettes that just do different things. Like this one's very similar to that one, but it's kind of hurts a lot more.
I think City of Brass had something like that too.
Oh.
In a couple minutes, okay.
All right, Jill. Talk to you soon.
All right, it's
Yeah.
good seeing
Talk
you.
to you next week.
Have fun.
Peace
in,
out.
See you on
Yeah.
Red
Wednesday.
Rocks. Nice.
Thanks. See ya.
Lates.
Bye. I'm gonna cut
So
this
you're-
stream off too. See you later, Jevin, if you're still in.